Shots.
That's what it is.
I like
Wait, who else?
Hello, welcome to episode 27 of the Goat Sessions podcast. You join us mid-conversation.
We can go there.
Yeah, just fuck it.
Yeah. 27, episode 27.
I just think I can't remember what his last sentence was regarding the conversation we were just having.
Yeah, we can't air that last conversation.
No, we can't.
Fucking hell, I switched it on then. I've been feeling shit all week. And
Today's thing of the week is already Low It. The conversation beforehand, Low It.
Jenks word of the week.
Low It.
And mine, I keep fucking saying it, man.
Low it.
Like fucking all the time.
How's everyone been anyway?
I've been shit.
Same, mate.
I've been the
Fucking
worst.
shit.
Fucking couple of weeks, but
Same, bro.
powering through, man. I'm looking forward.
Yeah, the weekend I had a fucking killer migraine on Friday.
Oh yeah, because you
Wiped
said
me
you were
out,
like,
man, yeah.
was that on? What was April Fool's Day? Was that Friday? Was it that day? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
No shit happened.
Nah, everyone's sick of everything.
The world's that fucked. Everyone's like, nah.
Yeah.
I've noticed, like, as the years go on, less and less April Fool's shit happens, and
Yeah.
I think it like.
Yeah.
I was thinking, is it
I
just
think
something I picked up on as a kid, or
I was
was it
just about
just
to
the
say that.
generation at that time was so hot on it?
No, I think it's
Time
always.
I really did a good one, like a good prank on April Fool's Day. It must have been like I must have been at primary.
That's what I'm saying. I reckon it's a kid thing.
Oh,
But
yeah,
like
it's
at the
not a
same,
bit-
but then
Or
I did it,
business
and it was like
Yeah.
fucking. It was a great prank. I can't remember what it was, but they were like, "You're the fool," and I went, "Why?" And they went,
It's
"Because it's
afternoon.
after 12."
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And I was like, "When the fuck did this rule
yeah,
come
yeah.
into?
No,
I've
April
always
Fool's
heard that
Day,
rule,
innit?
but I
Not
don't
April
buy it.
Fool's
Yeah,
morning.
exactly,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
fucking wank. Who's getting up at fucking 4 in the morning
Yeah, believe.
just to get some pranks in?
What
Can
more
we
so-
universally reclaim April Fool's Day as a fucking day? It's
Yeah.
24
Yeah.
hours, and if you do anything afternoon, it's fucking still applicable.
I think it might have been someone like made a joke that weren't a joke, like, "Oh, fucked your mum," and then there was like, "Really? We got
Yeah.
past 1 minute past 12, and it's like, nah, not really, mate. It's 1 minute past 12. It don't work now."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
walking away.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
fuck his mum.
Or someone got caught doing some shit, and someone was like, "Nah, April Fool's Day."
Fool's.
I reckon like April Fool, like someone was like, "Oh, I fucked your mum," and like, April Fools, and be like, you got me.
Do you think like
I
it might
actually
be?
did got your mum as well. Actually fucked. I went all in.
It might
Wasn't
go
that
back
you?
to.
Wasn't that you? Weren't you the guy that fucked
I
that guy's
fucked Harry's mum.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
it might
did
go
fuck
back to
Harry's mum.
medieval times of court jesters. It's like this is the only day you get off.
Yeah, like literally. Everyone else has to take your fucking job today.
Yeah.
I'd like to know the history behind April Fool's Day. I
We
think.
probably could have researched it before.
Well, yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
know it was gonna.
I'll have a look in a minute. I'll have a look now.
Yeah, I was
Well,
too
then.
busy fucking watching the inside of my eyelids all day. So
What's Do you remember any historic April Fools that everyone fell for or not? Because I don't fucking remember any. But there was one. The whole fucking Steve-O Goat Simulator musical. Is that an April Fool's joke?
I even know.
Have you seen that?
Nah.
Steve, do you know the Goat Simulator game?
Yeah.
Steve-O's like meant to be directing a musical.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
gotta
that's
be.
But
gotta
that
be.
came out on April Fool's Day, and yeah, it's gotta be.
I saw Twitter tweeted, we're working on an edit button, and that was their April Fool's Day.
Oh, they actually need that though.
They do
They do
fucking
need
need
that.
that.
But because everyone asks for it all the time,
Yeah.
that's why they put
Yeah,
it
mate,
out
the amount of
there.
racist shit I need to edit out on my Twitter.
I'm looking at April Fool's Day now,
films and games,
and it's looking like a whole lot of bullshit.
Oh, really?
Is it
Basically,
like a pagan holiday, like every other fucking day?
everything is in it. The mass media can be involved in these pranks, which jokesters often expose their actions by shouting "April Fools" at the recipient.
That's really shit.
That's
Yeah.
it's just like that's just it is a day.
That's like fucking grabbing someone's ass and going no homo. Like that's and then making a day for it. You know what I mean?
I think I might.
Like July 27th is now fucking no homo day.
Yeah, I might make April Fools like my Christmas now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have April Fool's Eve.
really go for
I
it.
feel like April Fool's Day as well is like it's an excuse for people who are naturally cunts
We need a calendar.
to like try and get away with it in a jokey way.
Yeah.
As well. Like, oh, I can really wind fucking people.
You could do
up
some epic
and-
shit if you had the inclination to do so.
Yeah,
But you get a lot of.
Oh god, yeah.
And it's really shit if you're one of these people who fake pregnancies
Yeah,
and shit,
yeah.
and that's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Do you know
seems
what
to
I
have
hate?
stopped recently though, because people are like,
It
can you
has
not?
recently, but it had.
I
been
didn't. I
fucking
haven't seen
bad
it for a couple of
thing.
years.
Do you know what? Just the worst thing is it's gender reveal parties for babies.
Yeah.
And fuck
Allow
you,
it.
dude.
Well, when they have
Allow
blue and pink.
That can get loud.
Nah, did you see the fucking forest fires in California started last
Yeah,
year
yeah,
because of that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they did like billions of fucking dollars worth of damage. People were at a house at home because some motherfucker
Was
started.
it because it was one of them flare ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can get the confetti ones as well.
Yeah,
can't
so there's
you?
different versions of it.
Mate,
There's
it's just
like-
dead. Like, what's it gonna be? A dog? Like, ain't a surprise.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a boy
yeah,
or a girl.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fucking grow up,
Yeah.
will ya? Like,
Yeah.
Fuck me. Stop having kids as well.
Like,
There's too many of them.
unless it's like-
Have you been? I think if
I've been
anyone
to one.
here, you've been to
been to
a not one of them. I'm thinking something else.
Bar mitzvah.
No, what's a baby shower? Have you been to a baby shower?
Yeah.
No.
Oh wait, maybe.
I thought you'd have probably gone to showers.
No, I didn't get
Did
showers.
you not?
No, no, I haven't. That was the first
Shunned
birthday.
you
I've
were.
never been to one.
Why is it called a baby shower?
No,
Because
just shower
no
the
one's
mother with
showering
gifts.
babies.
So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
what it
So
is.
should have just called a mother shower.
No, because
Everyone-
that's what the pregnancy was.
If I turn up, everyone's wet.
Yeah,
Basically-
basically getting showered in cum.
I think it's meant to be.
Showering cum.
A baby shower's either meant to be like that. You fucking honestly. Problematic.
I'm on more shit today. I don't
Showering the
cool.
unborn child with gifts.
Yeah, I thought you were going
And
to say cum then,
affection.
not
No,
with cum.
no.
With a gift.
What,
No.
showering the baby in cum?
No, it's not. No,
showering-
I'm pretty sure.
Showering the unborn baby in gifts and
This is the point
I've
of it.
heard-
You get shit for the mom.
Yeah, think so.
No, but it's like breast pumps and shit, and it's nothing.
Is that what it is?
It's not like Lego or nothing.
clothes and shit. Lego. Imagine
Dude, we're
that.
4 fucking dudes.
I got a
We're
bucket
4
of
straight
Joker
men
hasn't.
talking about fucking baby showers.
Yes, so?
Dude,
no, my point is, we ain't going to fucking know.
Well, one thing I do want to say, though, because they have games and shit, don't know. And I've heard one of these games is they get nappies and they get different things that look like baby shit, and then put it in the nappies,
Yeah,
and
no,
you
I've-
have to
I've-
guess what it is.
Yeah.
I've been there, dude. So my
The
sister.
fuck?
Dude,
I came-
if I was like, yo, sniff my
You
fingers.
know what I mean?
Chicks are like, fucking, what's wrong with you?
Put shit in a
like,
nappy,
they
though.
Go
No,
to
dude,
fucking
it's
parties
fucking caramel.
and pretend that something
Do
is
girls
shit.
do this? Like,
No,
honestly.
honestly, right. So
Yeah.
my sister had one of her baby showers for many of her fucking children. I can't remember which child it was.
One of a
But,
litter.
Yeah,
One of a
and
litter.
my ex was there, and I'd come to pick her up, but I was just a bit early. And they were still in the middle of one of these games. So they're like, oh, you can join in, Marsha. I was like, okay. Then they passed this nappy around with like chocolate pudding in it, and I was like, I don't care.
I'm out.
Even if it is chocolate pudding.
Yeah,
I ain't
dude.
eating from a fucking nappy.
Allow it.
I'm
Yeah,
showering
allow
down
it.
that shit.
Nah,
Allow it.
man.
Why?
Like,
Why
no.
allow
Mate,
it?
my sister's
Chocolate in a nappy, in a clean nappy.
Dude.
What's wrong with that?
My sister's already
Do you think
had
it's
like
meant to resemble
another
shit?
baby. But
Yeah.
my sister's already got like another baby in diapers, nappies at that point. Someone could
Hey.
accidentally have picked up
Put
and
the wrong
got
one.
me
Baby
shit
some
one.
diapers. When did you come from America?
Some diapers.
baby some goddamn
Could you imagine though, if like
This is caramel.
if there was like a father shower, right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of dudes were on there, like with a fucking
You just
fucking
get pissed,
a
wouldn't
nappy
you?
with a roller in
Yeah.
it. Like no one's fucking hanging out at that party.
Dude, like,
No, I'm
the
not
only-
fine with
the only
that.
thing I'd like if they like started passing it around and going, "We're playing the baby shit game." Like,
Yeah.
unless I look down and be like, "Oh fuck, I didn't know babies
probably
could
actually be
shit full burritos."
if that was dudes,
I'll be
someone
happy.
would fucking turn it into a bong or something. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah, yeah.
mean?
Well, dudes do have an equivalent, but I think it's once the baby's been born because it's
Oh,
wet in the
wet
baby's,
the baby's
head.
head.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Wet
Wet in the baby's
Where the
head.
baby's head.
You
go
go
for a
out and
pint.
you have a drink.
With your mates.
Yeah, that's
They
the term
celebrate.
for having.
You're meant to do
Oh.
it. Traditionally,
Having
it's the
amnesia.
day the baby's born because guys never used to be in the hospital.
Yeah.
So when the baby was born, all the like the mother would be in the hospital
When-
giving birth, and the man would be in the bar
The,
with
da-
his boys.
the day I
waiting for
was
the call.
born.
Yeah.
The day I was born. Picture it. October 5th, 1989. There's a radio on. Black box.
I remember that.
Black
I was
box,
that day. I was
Ride
watching
on
the
time.
A-Team.
Ride on
I
Time
wasn't
was
even
number
a
one.
thought on my dad's
I
brain
remember
at
when
that point,
Right on
man.
Time came out.
So, like, I sprung free from the prison that is my mother's womb. That wretched beast. No, and yeah, and
I rode out on
Look
a
at line
stallion.
time.
and
Someone there
I
with a
was-
chair. Like,
I
I
rode
was
out. I rode out of my mother on a stallion with a flaming sword.
I shot out like a bullet.
Nice.
But like when I was born,
How big's your mum's pussy if you're riding out on a horse?
Fucking huge.
did she get the horse in?
Colossal. I was born.
Tits.
I was this height as well. I was 6 foot 2. I was born, like straight up. I've always been this tall.
You-
I was
backing on a
cesarean,
stallion.
so I'd like to
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that me being born was
It's
like.
like 9 months later, your mum was like, Sonny's come in, I better back up on the
Yeah,
stallion
yeah.
and
Like
get it
forever.
inside
Yeah, yeah.
so Sonny can
No,
present.
the stallion gestated inside her while I was being
Okay,
born.
so
shit.
she was pregnant with a
me.
horse and you.
And a full
Oh,
stallion.
fair play.
It's just the horse cock he's got. isn't it?
And then we just leapt out of there
Well,
with flaming sword.
as I was saying,
Sorry.
I was
Hard to
when I was born. I've always been this hairy, so I was born with
Like
sideburns.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, basically, I had full sideburns when I was born.
Did you wait?
It's
Did
like
you
the
really?
70s
Yeah.
are still going on inside your mum's voice.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's like he came out and he was like,
Well, so my dad looks
Taking care of
over
business.
and says, "Fucking hell, it's Elvis," and the nurses are laughing, the doctors are laughing. Dad was a funny bloke, apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
My mum didn't find it funny.
Was she just
She was
giving
like,
birth?
"For fuck's sake!" But then she woke up to him you know, quite sweetly, like she was asleep in the bed. Obviously, I've heard that childbirth can be a little bit knackering. I don't believe it. Okay. But allow it. But so like I was obviously like in that little fucking crib thing next to the bed, and my mum woke up to see that my dad, like, he was just watching. She was watching my dad, and he was like looking at my hands, and he looked just a bit amazed. And I've got like this thing there. You've noticed on my ear,
yeah,
the dip there. Well, my dad had it as well.
Oh, okay.
And he'd found it, and he looked up, and he went, "He is mine." And my mum went, "Who did you fucking think he was, you twat?" I like that my family can take a really nice, picturesque moment and go call each other a twat over it.
Yeah.
I asked my mum what my first word was once, and she just said bollocks. And then I texted her back, I went, "Fucking hell, really?" And she went, "Nah, it was dad or some shit." But she went, "It's dad or some shit."
Oh, okay.
I couldn't believe if it were
Mine
you.
Mine was dad, apparently.
Let's look at him, little Sam here. Now say bollocks. Say bollocks.
I don't know what mine was, man.
No.
Yeah, mine was dad.
idea.
I thought it might be pizza, but no, it was
Pizza,
It was dad.
Me and Eve's, I don't know what mine is.
Apparently, dad's a lot easier for kids to say than mom,
Pizza.
which is why dad is so common as a first word.
Because it's just da.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
Apparently, the most first actual baby name is baby word is no, because obviously you hear no,
so much.
Yeah.
you're
I think
toddling around.
a lot of my sister's first kids are
no, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
It would be
definitely my
no.
niece's first word, and that was dada.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sick, man. Like, you hear a voice for the first time. You know what I mean? It's like you've known this human being for X amount of time, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden it has a voice. It's like, that's wild.
Man, kids are fucking weird, aren't they?
Yeah, man. They really are.
Fuck them.
I came out.
No, we
ass
don't
first.
fuck them. That's problematic.
I feel like
Yeah, don't fuck kids, but like, fuck kids, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
my
fuck
first
common
word was
kids.
disingenuous.
Disingenuous.
The first word, they went dad, and I went disingenuous.
Right.
Nice.
What's the longest word ever?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah, that was my first word.
If you don't know it now, you didn't know it then. Straight up.
Dude, it's been 32 years.
Yeah,
I've
for
got it.
32, you don't know the word. I'm going to presume at like a year.
Disestablishmentarianism.
To go against
mate.
government is or something like that.
I'm a
isn't it?
fucking my stutter is
Well, it's the
absolutely on fire
idea, it's the ism of going against the government. So
Yeah.
anti-disestablishmentarian,
ism.
which is a
Oh,
person that-
that's
yeah.
who you are.
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
whole punk movement was an anti-disestablishmentarian movement.
Okay.
Nicely done. Nailed it. Nailed
Jesus
Thank you.
Christ.
I had to think about how I was saying.
So we're talking about babies for some
it.
reason.
Yeah. And birth showers, baby
Baby
showers.
showers.
A birth shower
I was christened.
a birth shower.
We
shower sounds good.
I don't.
Were you about to ask if I got christened?
No, well, I don't want to say.
In fact, no, what I will
there
ask,
a?
what is the
They don't do anything. They don't do anything. You're
They do
born.
They're not
anything.
fucking weird rapists like the Christian
They're
church. are.
born and they put you to work. That's basically what happens.
straight on the call.
It's India, it's a
That was my
developing
question.
country.
Yeah,
No, I
That
was
was
born
my
in West Brom.
question. I was in a dress, man.
Peak.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I was
Any
up
of
in a
you
white
any of
dress.
you guys got christened?
Nah.
Yeah, I got.
I mean, I
Did
didn't
you?
doubt you would have.
See, the thing is that, like, I mean, if I had a kid, I wouldn't get them christened because I'm not religious, and I think the only thing that being christened
Just gets you into better
does
schools.
is-
doesn't it?
What if the girl wanted
well,
to?
no, but I think. Well, I mean, I ain't that ass, but I
I'm
would.
divorcing and breaking up with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
believe that,
like,
man.
I would be like,
Straight up,
I don't
ain't
give a
fucking
shit
christening
about
no
it.
kid.
But no, I think
It's
the idea
Church
of
of
it's like,
England, though,
it's,
isn't it?
yeah, I think it's so you can be, you can get married in a church.
I'm not
as
having
is.
no
Like, if
priest
you're
give my
not
kid a
christened-
facial, like, period. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
like,
I think if
I'm
you're not christened, I
sure
don't
that
think you can get married in a church.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I think it has to be
I've not
registered.
been.
No,
I think, no, I think
Or
you
you have to-
could
you have
be,
to
but
visit-
you'd have to then
You have to go
get
to
baptized.
church for like, no, you have to, what it is, you have to go for like 3 months or something before.
Do you have to get
Right.
baptized?
Nah,
You
I
wouldn't
don't
have
think
to get
so.
baptized.
You have to like prove yourself to the vicar or something
So
like that.
basically,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
go for like 3 months every Sunday,
The vicar gets you. He takes you out the back of the church. There's a bit of a Takeshi's Castle to stop type thing. Like, what's the
Was it
what's
John
the
Raleigh?
other one? When the Total
his name,
Wipeout.
oh, that was
Total
dope.
It's
Wipeout.
like
That
that.
was
You have
dope.
to do a total Wipeout / Takeshi's Castle style assault course,
Yeah.
and then you can get married.
It's like-
Unless
and you
you're
got
christened,
fucking-
you don't have to do it.
Craig Charles just commentating over the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
He did
You've
robot
got,
wars,
was
didn't
it James
He
May?
did, yeah, and he
No,
did.
it was James
He
May.
did.
It was Richard Hammond.
Craig
Hammond
Charles.
Yeah,
used to do,
Craig Charles did Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
Hammond,
did,
Hammond
yeah.
did Total Wipeout. Do you remember Total Wipeout? You used to watch it and go, I could do that.
Mate,
And like
yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
You'd have
yeah.
fallen over on the first fucking thing.
No, I could have fucking smashed
Takeshi's
that.
Castle was way more gnarly, I thought.
Who
though,
do you
man.
think would get out of us four? Who'd get the furthest on Total Wipeout?
Me, mate.
Probably Alf.
Probably Alf.
Probably Alf.
Probably would
100.
be Elf, yeah.
I'd smash the shit out of that.
I-
The only
See,
problem is I
I've-
can't swim, so I'm fucked.
Nah,
with actually doing
your
it in
thing as
October.
well will be the upper body bit. That's where you're fucked.
Yeah.
What's the upper body?
I
do?
think
Like, there's somewhere you have to,
honestly,
like, monkey bar across and shit like that.
I could do that.
I reckon I could do it.
Nah,
I reckon I
mate,
could do. I
you'd
reckon
be the first one out.
No.
See, my
You'd be the first one out.
my disadvantage is one, I can't run because of the metal plate in my ankle.
Yeah.
And also, I'm petrified of running on wet surfaces because of that.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
scared that I'm going to snap my ankle doing it. You are?
It's all
Is there
padded.
a fucking word for that?
What?
I'm a
He's a
slippery
reverse
surface phobe.
duck. He's a reverse duck.
Yeah.
He's a reverse duck.
Yeah.
Nah, straight up, you'd be the first one out.
No, I wouldn't.
I reckon I'll be the first one out.
Do you reckon?
Because I'll just fucking give
If I
up.
remember-
If you're nominating yourself as first one out,
Who
I
says-
can see you wheezing for a smoke after like the first 15
Man, I'll be
yards.
doing it with a fucking fag in my mouth.
No, to be fair,
Yesterday,
you do
you
go
know,
running.
he's on about my running. Yesterday, I went for a run, and I thought, you know what, fuck it, it's Sunday. I've got longer. I did just under 8k
Nice,
man. Really?
in one,
That's impressive.
and then it's the first time I've done that in 2-3 years.
Okay,
Nice,
man.
yeah, that's really
But hence I'd win.
I think you would have win. You 100%
If
would
I
have
remember
win.
rightly,
I think I'd do the best.
You come down a slide, and there's like platforms on the water. That
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
navigate
Yeah.
across,
Yeah.
and then you have to go over that wall with the
Yeah.
boxing gloves.
Yeah,
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 the
yeah.
thin
Right,
ledge.
And then you got the swinging rope thing, is it?
Yeah, and then there's the big red
rollers.
balls,
Oh yeah, you got to bounce off the
The
red
balls,
balls.
yeah,
which
yeah.
no one
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
past.
No.
That's where I'd fuck
But
up.
if you land
I
in-
wouldn't get past the balls.
If you land in the water though, are you allowed to continue, or is that?
No, you're out.
Yeah, I think-
But that would be my
No,
issue.
I'm not sure. I'm not
No,
sure.
you are out.
No,
There's
you're
gotta
not.
be- there's
You're
gotta
not.
be a
It's-
way
you
you
get a
can-
time penalty, and then as soon as you're in the water,
Oh,
it takes the
okay.
time for you to
Oh,
swim
yeah.
to the next one.
There's got to
and get
be
up.
a place where you can hire the
Do
day.
it.
There's one
Like,
of
it's
Resorts
not going
World.
to be
There's
total
another-
wipeout,
there's a-
but it's
Yeah,
gonna
and
be
down at
American
Cliff
Ninja
Lakes,
Warrior.
they've got a
I'm
sim-
down for
Oh,
it.
they have
similar
got some
sort
shit
of thing
at
at Cliff Lakes,
yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into like a
can't go to Cliff
rigorous
Lakes,
training,
Why are you banned?
'Cause I can't
Rocky
swim.
Four
I
style.
can't
No,
swim.
but you wear fucking.
Oh, it's not that deep though, is it?
Like a chest.
Cliff Lakes is bare deep. It's
Yeah,
fucking
it's
Yeah,
life.
it
proper
is.
deep. It's fucking huge as
Yeah,
well.
Cliff Lakes
Total
makes you wear
wipeout.
one of those like life preserver things.
No,
So if
Kingsbury.
you fall in the water, you fall.
Oh yeah.
In
Oh, you can do it at Kingsbury.
Yeah.
But there's another.
Well,
There's
it's
a real
just,
one.
just before Kingsbury, in between Dossel and Kingsbury.
Well,
Why,
yeah,
why
well-
are we there?
Well, because we're doing a podcast.
I mean, you two can't swim. He can't run.
I don't need to
can
swim.
win.
I don't need to swim. That's the point.
Yeah, I suppose.
I was saying this
if I
yesterday. We don't
finish
need
it-
to swim. We don't
Yeah,
need
but
to
I
live near
think
the
I
sea.
think the knowing that you could fall in water and not being able to swim
Where is the
would
water?
maybe sit in your head
Nah,
a
because
bit.
I'm sure they got motherfuckers on the side. Like, remember Pontius when he was
Yeah.
like safety
Oh
guy?
yeah, Bunny the
Yeah.
lifeguard.
Yeah, yeah,
Bunny
man. They don't
lifeguard.
put the lifeguard there.
Where is there water nearby that I need to desperately swim
Yeah,
out
no,
of?
allow it. Like, you don't need to swim.
There's none.
I mean, if we're doing total wipeout, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
but you
doing
can do
total
it-
fucking wipeout.
I'll do it
I'm
on
not
soft
doing it.
ground. There we go. If I fall,
Yeah, if
I'd
we
rather,
can- if we
I'd
can
rather
find
break an ankle
somewhere-
than drown.
No,
you know what I mean?
I ain't
Yeah.
doing it. I'll commentate it. I know that
Mate,
I'd win though. I know it'd be
if-
too easy for me.
Oh, fuck you.
You two are both cocky as
Look
fuck.
at this.
Honestly, like you
No,
go
but I'm-
running, you skate, and that's all you got.
I
That's
don't
it.
skate no more.
What do you do?
Bike.
There we
I
go.
do weight, so I think my upper body weight, body strength. Is
See, that's where I know I do all right as a body. Just
Yeah,
do a rock
See, I
climb and
reckon-
shit like that.
Yeah.
What's the one where they've got that fucking quarter pipe at the end?
But I
You gotta
think I can
up
run
it?
better
That's
than you.
Ninja Warrior.
You'd be able to run
Right,
better
man,
than
I'll
me.
I reckon we'd be
But
sick of that.
that's-
The amount of fucking balls of that to
Practice
climb.
makes
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. No, the running you'd have on me, but I think everything else. I think balance and strength.
I reckon
I'd beat
you'd do. I reckon you'd best me in the climbing
Yeah, yeah,
style,
yeah.
But obviously,
But my bullshit
To be
one.
fair,
but for the
fucking-
exact same reason that I'd better you in
And
the running
cardio,
because
yeah,
I-
yeah.
because I run a lot.
The ball one for me,
And
there
don't
would be
climb.
like the killer. You know, the one we have to jump on the 3.
Yeah.
I'm out at that
Yeah.
point. I'm never fucking.
Dude,
finishing
I'd just
that.
be like fucking
I do a
eyeing it.
fucking Ninja Warrior every time I go to a fucking garage.
Ninja Warrior's brutal, man.
Because I park in the
You
car
can do
park
that,
next to
can't
it,
ya?
climb up over the barrier, and then when you know the little triangle piece by the
Yeah,
corner,
yeah, yeah.
I always grab on and fucking flip through that. I'm always petrified that I'm gonna fucking catch my fucking feet.
I'll tell you who would win it that we know will be Hoo-Ha.
Who?
Oh, Hoo-Ha.
Hoo-Ha'd kill it.
Yeah, but he's fucking good at everything.
No,
Now,
he's one of them, but he'd fucking kill it.
What's he been doing lately? Making music in his front room. I walked in yesterday and it was fucking.
He's got some good shit though,
I'd
innit?
made like
Fair.
a lo-fi heart of glass cover and stuff in like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
Jay.
Sick.
Is that Mini Mansions one?
No, he just did another version.
Oh, right,
Who
yeah.
I did another version.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he sent it me, and then I sat on the end of the bed with the guitar and started singing the fucking Mini Mansions. Here. So yeah, it's cool, but this one's better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me make
we
it better.
had a big discussion about Blondie with my mate Pete once. Obviously, you know, Spotify, Google Play, Tidal, whatever. You go on an artist, it's usually like top 5, top 15, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like tracks,
Yeah, yeah.
bangers. and I was singing Maria, You Got It, which is banger.
Yeah,
and,
that was the second version of Blondie.
Yeah, that was like 90s comeback Blondie.
Yeah, like end of the 90s, like
basically.
98, I think it was.
Yeah, something like that. And I always said to Pete, I bet that he was like, who the fuck likes Maria? If you're listening to Blondie.
Oh, but top 5?
I always said this to him. I went, it's easy. I went, if it's not in the top 5, it's easy in top 15. I was using Google Play at the time.
top 15.
And there was top 15. I went, it's easy in
I'd
top
say
15. He said no. Obviously, who won?
You.
I won that argument.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it also got into a different conversation because Pete is a slag for covers.
Right, oh yeah.
Doesn't have to be good. Doesn't have to be a good cover. If it's a cover, for some reason he prefers it over the original. And I said to him, obviously, like, you know, Hurt,
Johnny Cash,
Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
You know, there's songs that a lot of people would probably think that is a lot of people probably think it's Johnny Cash.
Just to jump in there, that's exactly what I was going to talk about today.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, that cover or covers?
No, just covers. Should we go into it?
Should we go into it?
Can I just go to this little bit first before we move on? I said to Pete, I reckon I can name. I think we went for about 10
songs that you don't know.
Songs that he didn't know
covers.
Were covers.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the title of what I was saying.
Oh really?
Oh, God. Let's go in.
Let's go in.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a
Mitch.
bitch ain't one. I got.
So yeah, it was literally going to be covers that people either don't realise or have forgotten are covers.
Okay.
Well, that's exactly what I was
the one I was
the
saying when I
organic
was
beauty of that moment.
That was gorgeous.
That was
fucking rock hard.
We're fucking in sync, ain't we? That's what it is.
The Tide is High.
Yeah, that's a cover.
Yeah.
That's a cover.
And I said it. I said
cover,
it.
didn't they?
What?
No,
No,
they're not the original either.
No, it's not the original, but they did a cover.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Pete said to me. He went, "Fuck off." Is the Atomic Kitten version bigger than the Blondie version?
No,
And I
100%
looked at
it's
him
not.
dead in his fucking eyes, and I said, "The Blondie version is a cover as well." Fucking absolutely, might as well shagged his mum in front of him.
Boy, you just stay away from my
Beautiful.
mother. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just obsessed. But yeah, can we think of any others?
Yeah. So Proud Mary. Not a lot of
Proud
people
Mary.
realise it's
not
CCR.
Creedence.
It's CCR.
Oh, it is Creedence.
It
That's
is.
the original. Wait, who else covered
Girls
it?
just want to have fun.
Fucking weren't
I know loads of
Tina
people covered
Turner?
it.
Tina Turner did the cover.
Yeah, she covered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think the Tina Turner version is probably more famous.
Yeah, because
Tina
It's more
Turner
accessible.
is like.
If you said Proud Mary, a lot of people would say
a cover original.
I'm sure it's
I think
original.
so.
So did John Fogerty write it?
Have you heard it through the grapevine by CCR?
Yes.
That cover,
Yeah.
banging cover.
Nah.
But I love it.
I love Marvin Gaye's too.
There's one by the Slits as well. There's Heard It Through the Grapevine by the Slits. Have you heard that cover?
No. The thing is, there's loads of songs back in the day, like Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood has been covered by fucking everyone.
Yeah.
Like there are songs like that, so you don't even know who fucking the original.
Louis.
Yeah, like
Louis
Louis by
is
so many.
That's been done a lot.
Yeah,
Louis
Misfits, Black
Like I
Flag.
said before, like
Wicked
fucking
Game,
Motorhead's
Yeah.
version is my favourite version of it.
Yeah.
Wicked Game's like the most fucking covered song.
Yeah,
Oh,
who was
dude,
it?
yeah.
Fucking Chris Isaac.
covered that.
Chris
didn't he?
Isaac.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah, Chris Isaac. That's the
And,
fucking the thing is, the original's arguably still the best version.
Yeah. Who was it? So him did it, and I think Disturbed did it.
Yeah, there's like three versions
Was
of
it
it in the
Disturbed?
charts now, I think.
What, a Wicked Game?
Yeah.
Really?
There's one in the top 10 at the minute, I think.
I've got a song.
Disturbed
I've
did
got a
Sound
song.
of Silence as well, didn't they, as a cover?
Yeah.
Which was pretty awful.
I've got a song that I doubt any of you would know is a cover and heard the original.
Go on.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper.
It's not Cyndi Lauper?
It's not Cyndi Lauper.
Is it not?
It is it's I can't remember the guy's name now, but it's a geezer that sang it. It's more from obviously the lyrical content is kind of shifted towards like a female's perspective.
Yeah.
But like it was more it's a good version like the original because it's more like a new wave early punk kind of like post punk early post punk.
That was the original? The original was like that?
Yeah.
No fucking way, man.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I'll tell
There
you
you
what,
go.
blow people's minds as well. Whiskey in the Jar. It's not Thin Lizzy.
It's not.
Is it
Thin Lizzy,
not?
No. It's an old
Metallica.
Age. It's an
best
age-old
album,
one. I don't think anyone really knows who originally wrote it. It's been passed down.
Well, it's an
fucking
old
years and
Irish
years
folk
and years.
song.
It's an old
isn't it,
Irish song,
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think
Yeah.
the artist who
yeah,
originally
yeah.
done it has just been lost in time.
I guess those kind of
Yeah.
like shanty songs never had an author. So
Well, that's
to speak.
exactly what
Yeah.
it was. A shanty. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there's loads.
What's your favourite cover?
When the levy breaks.
Louis Motorhead.
That's your favourite cover of all covers?
Mm.
Really?
We did talk about this a while back, didn't we? We did mention
yeah,
this.
when Will
and
was
I
on
changed
here,
my
when Will was
mind.
here, yeah.
Because I did say Video killed the radio star.
Oh, yeah, I remember having a conversation now.
And like,
That's
I changed
a
my
whack choice.
mind. Yeah.
Presidents of the United States of America?
Yeah, I really enjoyed they're such an underrated band.
No, they're massively underrated.
Yeah, and I just really enjoyed that version. I don't know.
For me, it's not a good enough song.
For it to be covered.
No, not for it to be covered, but for it to be one of the best covers.
Yeah.
It's a good cover in comparison to the original, but I wouldn't rank it as a song that's great.
Let's just say The Sound of Silence.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying
I hate Disturbed.
What is the utter point in that fucking version?
100%.
We're just going, hello, darkness, my friend. I come to
I'm
make
going
you again.
About a Girl by Puddle of Mud.
Yeah.
No, don't do
Best
that.
one.
Yeah.
Best one.
What about when the levy
Ironically
breaks?
or unironically? When the levy, yeah, it was
Memphis
yeah.
Mini.
yeah.
Oh,
Blues
man.
artist,
In
wasn't
that
it?
case, then, yeah, Zeppelin, when the levy
I don't
breaks.
think a lot of people
Hang
know
on.
that. 20s it came out originally, didn't it?
Carry me back.
Let me skip.
Has you got the date on there? I think it was 20s.
No.
I love the sound of his guitar.
That sounds so good, man.
I just want to know,
weird how
if
it's
you're
like
listening to
12
this,
bars
we are
on that.
literally sat on a porch listening to that.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
beautiful.
much.
It's proper.
Man.
It's like bluegrass, isn't it?
No,
But,
that stuff feels good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking a lot of people, I've realised, don't realise that Amy Winehouse didn't do Valerie original of it. It was
No,
the
Zootons.
Zootons,
The
yeah.
fucking Zootons.
I think that's a big one, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
the Zootons, it was a single
It was
for
a
them.
huge single
It was
as
a big
well.
single for them.
absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't small.
Yeah,
And
man.
they just got
'Cause that was
shoved
when,
under the
I'm
carpet.
on a map,
I
man.
think
Amy
that-
Winehouse has done a sensational cover of it.
Sensational.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I
I'll
feel
use
like
that word for it.
that
'cause
was
it
one of
is
those
that.
covers as well. That was just like, you know, back in the day, like in the 50s, someone would release a song and then everyone would cover it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like
Can you-
frowned upon.
But she made it her own, though, didn't she?
She did, but I think that was one of those throwbacks of like, it's in the charts. We'll just cover that.
Yeah.
I like Live Lounge do it loads with
Yeah,
artists.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like, they do some fucking dope covers.
fair,
on
I
it
like
as
when
well.
the Live
Oh,
Lounge.
there's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
live
yeah.
lounge thing. I listened. I was working at Trout Manor years and years and years ago. There was a live lounge was going on, and Queens of the Stone Age
Yeah, yeah.
were on the next day.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Fucking yeah!" I said to my, I said, like, "Oh, can I do the washing up tomorrow with the in the room with the radio?" So like, yeah, I was like, quite a lot. Listen to you, so fucking crack on. So I was there and I listened to the Queens one. I can't remember what they did now. I think they did.
They did. Cause they
Sat
had
in the ocean. Sat by
they
the
did
ocean.
that, but the cover, because he had the
It was
his pills and he was shaking it. It was Robin Thicke. What was that song?
Oh no, but
Blurred Lines.
I don't think it was that one. They've done it a few times, haven't they?
Well, they did Blurred Lines because he was shaking his meds.
I'm pretty
as,
sure it was
an
Arctic
instrumental.
Monkeys. I'm pretty sure they did Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, okay.
The time,
Oh,
but
yeah.
obviously they've done
Yeah,
it. More
Yeah,
than
that
once.
was when I did Suck It and See, hadn't it?
But it's like they had it. It was so they got asked a question. They got asked that was asked by whoever had been into Live Lounge the day before, be it fucking Robin Thicke,
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Jessie J, who the fuck knows. And then they said, to Joshua Homme saying like, but we do this every question. So you've got a question for who's in tomorrow. Have you got a question for Rizzle Kicks? And he went, yep. He goes, what is it? He goes, who are you? I was like, fucking brilliant. But
Rizzle Kicks, man.
Rizzle Kicks were great.
They weren't bad.
So
They were
good.
fun.
They weren't bad. They were fun.
I had a weird thing the other day. Like I was listening to back because we're going to watch Fucked Up this week, aren't we?
Yeah, man.
And the first time I saw Fucked Up, they were playing with Gallows. So I listened to Gallows, and then I got to the end of the fucking what's the name, and I was like, oh shit, yeah. Gallows did a version of Staring at the Rude Boys with Lethal Bizzle.
Yeah. Live. Who else got
Did you
Lethal Bizzle
look
out?
at-
Arctic Monkeys got Lethal Bizzle out as well at one
Did
festival.
they?
Yeah. And
What?
Slave's got Skepta out.
Is he in
for a
prison
song
now?
as
Or does he
well.
get fined?
I've
for,
heard the Slave Skepta.
Did you not see this?
Shut
Slaves-
down.
So fucking Lethal Bizzle. Is it? No, not Lethal Bizzle.
Are you Jay Leno? Do you see this? You hear this?
Nah, I'm not thinking Lethal Bizzle. Who did fucking Fix Up Look Sharp?
Shut up, Lethal Bizzle.
Oh, no.
Was that
listen-
Lethal Bizzle?
No,
Dizzy
Dizzy
Rascal.
That's what I'm thinking of.
He's just a rascal, a dizzy rascal.
He,
Dizzy Rascal's a twat.
He got done for like domestic abuse, And it was funny, man, because someone was like, "No, I've never seen him be violent in my life." And I'm like,
when he walks out of the courtroom
and smacks the camera out. It's like, if someone's just said I'm not known for violence, the first thing is to smack a photographer.
He's bonkers.
That's bonkers. It is absolutely
He was
bonkers.
a pioneer, but I was just thinking.
No, he was.
Yeah,
Same as Wiley.
Wiley.
Wiley's the pioneer, but he's a cunt as well.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say pioneer. I'm starving. I wish I was a fucking
Pioneer.
pioneer.
I wish there was a pioneer.
Yeah, I never.
Did you just get that?
I wish that was a pioneer.
Can you remember Kerrang?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I just want to shout out Harriet.
Yeah,
We're in
Yes.
Kerrang this
They were.
week, last week.
Fucking
well done.
I
Very
want to
proud
say,
of you.
Harriet, part of the Goat Sessions family
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I love you.
because they're famous as fuck.
Yeah.
They're all on it.
Sponsored
But
by.
can- but,
We'll get them to
can you remember?
We'll get them to do a fucking intro for
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Sponsored
Yeah,
by
oh,
Harriet.
shit,
Can you remember when Kerrang used to put out CDs? Obviously, it'd be like
That's
CDs.
sick ones, man.
Yeah.
But like,
That's
It was like
sick
can you
CDs.
remember the
Kerrang
cover
presents.
ones?
Yeah.
Can you remember they did the whole of Master of Puppets?
Yeah. On the
They did.
anniversary.
They did
I had
ones
an
that
Iron
were just-
Maiden one. I think it was called Made in Heaven, and there was
Yeah.
like Fight Star
Gallows were on it.
and Gallows were
Gallows
on it.
were on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Gallows did. Is it Wrathchild?
I don't fucking care about Iron Maiden.
It was Gallows.
Fight
at the
Star
time.
did
You know what I
Fear
mean?
the Dark. I mean, I listened
Who
to it 'cause
did?
Fight
Fight
Star
Star.
did Fear the Dark.
Fight
yeah.
Star.
Remember they released one where it
They did a
wasn't. It
cover of
wasn't
Deftones
like.
once. It was fucking awful.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Do you bet? I remember because they did the I say like the Iron Maiden one, the Metallica
Yeah.
one, and then they just released like I think it was called they called them Hero Worship.
Right, okay.
The
I stopped getting it at that
Oh,
point.
so it was like
Fight
a
Star did
selection of-
Breaking the Law, didn't they? By
Yeah,
Judas
they
Priest.
did,
That was
yeah.
actually quite cool.
Whack. Do you know what the best covers EP is?
Whack. Go
Bat
on.
Sabbath.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cancer
Priest.
Bat.
Cancer
Yeah,
Bat's
it's fucking
fucking
That's
so
like
good.
God.
a massive band doing.
But they made it their own as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I saw it in
Sorry,
they made it their own.
2016, I think, or 17. I went to see Sabbath on the third to last show, and then like 2 months after, I saw
Bad Sabbath.
Yeah, Bad Sabbath.
I've seen Cancer Bats a few times, and
Yeah,
every
Have you
time I've
listened?
seen
Are you
it,
the new stuff? Recently?
I ain't listened to it
It's
now.
obviously Scott Middleton.
Yeah, we got a new guy.
Yeah.
Got a new
Left.
guy.
Well, no, not yet.
No, he's well.
They're a
He's
three-piece.
touring with him, isn't he?
Oh,
They've got that black dude.
Well, that was the guy from Fever 333.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's touring
And
with him.
He's
Let Live.
touring with them.
Yeah.
They're not like.
Let Live as well, innit?
Is he
Same
Let
guy from
Live?
But I think
Oh,
he'll
he's
end
in
up.
Chariot as well. I think.
He will end up being a
think
full-time member.
so.
No,
I know
definitely.
he's definitely
I don't know.
started Let Live and then went to
Yeah,
Fever.
I don't know.
They got the geezer from Alexis on Fire in for
Yeah,
ages as
Wade
well.
McNeil.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's a new
Wade-
Cancer
yeah, Wade
Bats
McNeil.
video in which like that it's the bass player, lead singer, and drummer sat on what's name, just going, "Oh, what we need a new guitarist and stuff." And Wade McNeil walks in, and they're like, "Oh, look!" And it seems to be like a bit of a
I hope it's Wade
because
McNeil.
he's toured with them. Man.
Yeah,
He's toured with them.
when the last guitarist had a kid, Wade
Yeah.
McNeil filled in.
Filled
for him.
in,
But Wade
And-
McNeil's in Gallows as well, isn't he?
Yeah. But like Wade McNeil walked in and then like they were like, "Oh, do you want to play for the band? What you saying? Then you win the bats?" And he goes, "Nope." And walks up.
That's sick.
But then there's a bit
I love him so much.
in the
man.
video where they go, "Look, it's like a joke fade. Like they fade in, like you know, like Beam Me Up Scotty."
Yeah.
And it's just there. It's Wade McNeil with a guitar around him, and he's like, "I said fucking no." And in fact, beam him back out, and then beam the guy from Fever 333.
Right. Okay.
That's cool. I like
So
that.
I don't know. He might literally, as we speak, just gone. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do
Yeah,
it."
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your opinions on Fever 333?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
No,
shite.
I think
I've only
Let
heard a
Live
couple of
was a
songs.
bit.
I like
Let Live. 'Cause everyone told me I'd like Let Live because of Deftones.
yeah.
They're
Well,
quite
I like
similar.
Let Live. I
I
like
don't
Let
see
Live.
that.
Honestly, so many people that you're liking because you like Deftones, and I thought.
Did you listen to Narrowhead?
No, yes.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't listen to a lot.
Shoegazy, Deftones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is just fucking.
You can see the influence in it, can't
yeah,
you?
fully.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of I like Let Live, and it was an ex of mine who showed me Fever 333 because I didn't realise it was the band had just become Fever 333.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is going to be good, and I was like, I don't know if I can gel with it. Like I think I was expecting too much.
Let Live was
because of the
shit
band
as
I
well.
liked.
Do you know
Yeah,
where
I quite
like
after I listened to, what did you have me on? Jethro Tull.
Yeah,
What was the album called?
Living in the Past, which I found out is a compilation. I thought it was an actual album, but it's a compilation. Yeah.
But after that, I can't remember what I did. We did listen to Cramps, but I had a bit of Death Grips on as well.
Do you like Death Grips, do you?
Do like a bit of Death
I would
Grips.
never have thought that.
Would you know what?
Nope.
Why not?
Just never.
Well,
Do you like JPEG Mafia?
I've not heard.
I feel like you'd like JPEG Mafia for like Death Grips.
I've listened to D'Angelo.
Who's that? Is that
Do you
an
remember
ice cream?
D'Angelo?
Yeah, that's kind of
D'Angelo was like an R&B artist in
Neapolitan.
like the 90s, and he had this video for a song that was called Untitled, and he's an attractive man, and he's all just abs, and like, you know that 2-pack body.
Yeah.
He had that like 2-pack. He was like cut. and had that deep V.
Yeah.
And the video is just like from his dick root up.
Yeah.
This video, and he's just singing this like
His dick root.
dick
I
root,
love
man.
that.
He sounds like Prince, like legit.
Yeah.
He just sounds like sexy Prince.
JPEG Mafia is like fucking head fuck to listen to. It's so sick. But there's a lyric in one of his songs that's like, reverse racism, reverse these balls.
I just thought of another cover as well. Adele, Make You Feel My Love, which is Bob Dylan.
Oh really?
Yeah. All on Watchtower.
Yeah.
Mate,
Yeah.
if
Hendrix version's better.
Yeah, because it's Bob Dylan just like,
I love Bob Dylan, man.
I do like Dylan.
Ed Sheeran did a version of
Fuck Ed
All on the
Sheeran.
Watchtower as well.
Fuck
and
Ed
it was
Sheeran.
fucking
fuck
dire.
Ed Sheeran.
Fuck
But like,
Ed Sheeran.
if you
Ed
found
Sheeran's
out
got
that-
James Corden syndrome, I swear to God. He's done nothing wrong. He's just made shit
fuck
music.
him.
No, yeah, no,
that's,
like,
that's
I
what he did wrong. He made shit
Well,
music.
James Corden's made shit TV shows, but you're on your
So I
own horse about
fucking-
James Corden
I'm
now.
not on my high horse. I don't like James Corden. I feel bad for the amount of shit he gets.
Yeah, so
I
I
loved,
feel bad
like-
for the amount of shit that Ed Sheeran gets.
Yeah, but no, because Ed
I don't
Sheeran's
fuck them both.
Ed Sheeran's balance of shit to good is
Till
on
they
the
bleed.
on Bob. Ed Sheeran,
Yeah, but it's not on him.
James
It's on his
Corden
music
isn't.
though, isn't it?
No,
Like-
but what I'm saying is like he's still a fucking huge recording artist, right? He still
Yeah.
sells out of shows. He's still got a lot of love coming his way. No one fucking likes James Corden. That's why I feel bad for him
No,
because he gets shit from all corners. Like
Yeah,
literally,
yeah, yeah.
you know how we
Rightfully so, the cunt.
you know how we drew USA in the World Cup? Well, you'll know. In our group, like literally, the first thing I saw on Twitter was whoever wins gets to whoever loses keeps James Corden.
Yeah.
Like literally, the first thing I fucking saw, man. That's why I defend James Corden.
I don't like saying
No,
we
fuck 'em.
when England are playing.
Fuck them.
Oh yeah.
I don't class myself as an England fan.
Do you not?
No. I'd rather Villa win the Carabao Cup than England win the World Cup.
The
I'm not,
Carabao Cup.
yeah, I'm not even joking. That is a joke.
Caramel cup.
Yeah, call it the Carabao Cup.
So that's like
basically-
the shittest cup that you can win.
It's the shittest
Okay.
thing you can win.
I'd rather
Why?
Villa win that than England win the World Cup.
Basically, it's like a trophy, but no one really gives a fuck.
I don't
Is it
know
like
what
a Razzie?
Nah, like it's still a trophy, but no one cares about it.
It's Razzies are like the piss take of the Oscars, then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is there an Emmys version?
I don't think so. I think it's only because
On that vein, it was the Grammys last night.
It was,
Was
yeah.
it?
Yeah, it was the Grammys. No one interested one.
My favourite thing
There
was
was a lot
that
of
Foo
lot
Fighters
of
won
Taylor
3, I
Hawkins.
think. Yeah.
Little
Lot of
Nas
Taylor
X,
Hawkins love
Little
it,
Nas
though.
X put a tweet out saying tonight's the Grammys. If I win all the categories I'm nominated for, I'm gonna get drunk, go to a club and fuck a random stranger. If I lose, I'm gonna get drunk, go to a club and fuck a randon stranger. I don't think he won anything.
Yeah, did you see his drafts as well?
Yeah,
He, like,
mate,
put his
dude.
drafts up and it was like, oh my god, I've won a Grammy, and then a meme, and it was like, oh my god, I didn't win a Grammy, and then another meme.
Dude, Montero is so fucking funny.
He is good.
Food's meant to play, weren't they?
Yeah,
Oh, were they?
Foos won 3 Grammys, I think, last
Do you
year.
reckon they
More
won
mate-
them because?
Because the drummer fucking died, mate. That's why I couldn't
Yeah.
play.
That's what I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
No, is that why they won them
Like a
though?
sympathy win.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking months
What
away
did
now.
they win?
Yeah.
Best rock album.
Nah.
And it
For
was
what album?
shit.
For the most
Best
recent?
Medicine at Midnight.
Allow
it
it.
was
Yeah,
awful.
it's
Allow it.
They also won
Oh, my
Best
mate-
Rock Performance, I think, and
No, that too.
Yeah.
Best Live Rock Performance. Oh, I
Does
can't
anyone give a
remember.
fuck about the Emmys? Like really?
No. the Grammys?
The Grammys.
Was it Grammys?
Yeah, it's the Grammys.
Grammys,
No, no one
yeah.
gives a fuck about
Do
the
you remember
Grammys.
when
No,
you
there's a
said-
joke about winning a Grammy is fuck all. You
Do you
ever seen
remember
the
on Pimp
Simpsons
My Ride
episode?
when like no, well just quickly on not Pimp My Ride, on fucking Cribs. They'd always go to like a fucking
Yeah,
like
they'd always be in the toilet. wouldn't
yeah,
they?
like or like in the basement. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, what's that? Oh, it's a Grammy. Or they're using it as like a
No,
fucking.
the Grammys is the. It's like the Oscars for music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But like, no one really cares. No,
No,
it's
yeah.
just bullshit. Like,
It's because it's not legit.
no, it's just bullshit. I think Olivia Rodrigo won
She won
3.
3 and she broke one of
Yeah.
them.
Fucking come on now.
Yeah.
There's so much good music.
My
out there.
mate texted me. I was just looking at my mate. Dennis texted me earlier saying, "Do you how many?" He said, "How many Foo Fighters songs do you like?" And I was like, "About 3 or 4."
Okay.
And he said, "What are they?" And he guessed. It was like "Best of You," "Everlong." The Pretender was one of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. Like I said Everlong, yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah.
I said Low,
Yeah.
and I said Big Me.
I love
But
Big
Big
Me.
Me's a
Big Me's a
banger.
banger.
Fucking love that.
But
bro.
and then he was like, dude, what you should do is listen to the albums. I was like, why? I like the stuff I've heard, like I like the minority of everything I've heard, which if it's a good song, it's a good song.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Fucking how Ed Sheeran dropped fucking Big Meat, a big block. Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I was like, why am I going to listen to a whole album of stuff that I kind of know I'm not going to fucking like? And I was like, dude, I don't like radio. I don't like American radio rock. That's what it is.
They're a best of band anyway, aren't they?
They are now, yeah.
They're a fucking good live band though. So.
Yeah, fair.
I don't doubt it.
But like, no, I think I like the first 3 albums, and after that,
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. But I listen to a lot of radio, and it is radio rock.
Radio rock.
It
is. It's butt rock.
And then,
it is butt rock.
But like you hear 10 hours of shit, and then a Foo Fighters song comes on. You're like, fuck yes, come on then.
Yeah,
like, at least it's
yeah.
something. You know, like it's the same case of you with Oasis when you was growing up. Like that's the only guitar music that you had. So then you're drawn to it. So I listen to a lot of radio.
Yeah.
If that's the only guitar music that I hear, I'm like, fuck yeah.
That's
that
your
your U2?
on like mainstream radio as well.
Foo Fighters, your U2.
No, I like the Foo Fighters.
No, so you know how I like U2?
U2.
No, but you two are scientifically shit.
No, they're not scientifically shit.
Yeah,
it's proven. They've done tests.
They've done tests, dude.
They're not
done tests.
scientifically
They've done
shit.
tests.
No one's done tests.
They have.
tests?
They have, yeah.
They haven't.
Apparently,
The
even
science
Ireland are
was
just going to kick them out.
Allow it.
They're
the
done
science
with it
was
now.
if you have a stage name within your band, then you're automatically shite.
Twat.
What about Guns N' Roses?
Oh my god, the worst rock band ever.
Yeah.
They all think better than Guns N' Roses.
Wait, nah, you like
speaking of
fucking Mayhem? Wait,
again.
you like Mayhem?
I don't like Mayhem.
Who do you like? Who's got someone's? Well, you must like a band. What about fucking the Damned?
What about the Damned? Oh, Captain Sensible, Dave Anian. I didn't say it. He said it.
No, what about the Damned?
Nah, I can take a leave the damned.
It is scientifically proven. There are people doing test tubes full
In
of
Wuhan,
Isn't
China.
Ozzy Osbourne
Bono's
technically
piss.
your stage name?
No. Because it's his
Ozzy-
nickname.
Ozzy
That's
is
like
his nickname,
Jenk
isn't
isn't
it?
the stage name.
If
it's
I
just a
met him,
nickname.
I'd keep calling him Bono.
Bono.
Do you know, just
No.
really subtle fucking him off.
What, Ozzy? You call him Bono?
I mean, you would piss him off because you'd be like, I'm Ozzy
Yeah.
If
Osbourne.
I ever met Ozzy, I'd be like, oh, John, we got that Brummy link.
Have you,
We're allowed
have you listened to
to.
that
It's John Michael Osborne,
fucking
isn't
statement from Ozzy Osbourne about Guns N' Roses? It's like Guns N' Roses would be good if Axl Rose wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Nah,
True.
allow that. Guns
It's
N'
really
Roses are
fucking
fucking
true.
dope.
Axl Rose is a
They're one
fucking
of the best
racist
bands
cunt, and I hope
I've
he gets
ever
ran
seen
over by
live.
an 18-wheeler.
Nah.
Axl Rose can go and fuck himself up the arse of the cactus. I don't care. He's a twat.
What is Axl
Yeah.
Rose's real name?
Axl Rose is more of a
William
cancer
something.
than Travis Barker.
William something Rose.
No, it's not Rose.
Is it not Rose?
No. Because his name's W. Axl Rose, and that's
Yeah.
an anagram for oral sex.
And
Wow,
That's
you're
just
so fucking
shit.
cool, mate.
It's an anagram for all sex.
Yeah.
How so? Hang on.
Axl Rose is an anagram for oral sex.
Oh, okay. I was like, where's the W?
Oh, no, so, yeah, forget the W part. I don't know why I said that.
Oral sex.
But it is, because his name's William something, but I can't it's
Dead
not Rose.
name as well. Shit name.
Yeah,
Should
Axl Rose.
Sorry,
Should we
Will.
find out what the fuck Axl Rose's
Yeah,
name is?
shut the
Do you
fuck
know,
up, Bill.
did Slash's name come because he was just moving slightly faster than someone else? I think that
Slash.
literally, like, it's like...
He went for a piss once. We don't go for a
Yeah.
slash.
Sure,
No,
Slash.
considering
Oh, no, it is William Bruce Rose Jr.
Bruce Rose
Junior.
Jr.
considering Slash
Junior.
was born in Stoke, he's got such an American name.
Saul Hudson.
Saul Hudson.
His
That's
family's not British.
That's
are
quite
they?
a cool
not
name,
British.
though, I think. That's a pretty
Saul
cool
Hudson. That's a mad American
Hudson's
name.
a fairly... No, I don't
Hudson's the river in New York.
Yeah,
isn't
That's
it?
not,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
named after a fucking British guy who went over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, but it's still American. No, it's still
No,
like fucking
no,
stars and
The
American-
shit.
chicken or
fucking-
the egg?
No, like, hang on, like,
I
fucking...
think by the time Slash was born, it's probably more American than English.
No, right, an American name is like fucking Littlefoot, like Chief fucking, you know what I mean?
That's a cartoon dinosaur.
Oh, fuck yeah. From, fuck, what's that
Before
movie?
Time.
I love that movie, man,
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, I'm talking about post-colonial America. It is.
Then none of the names are American.
Yeah, well, we're
They're all European.
Yeah. Well, Slash.
Okay, well, you're saying someone that's born in England called Axel or
That's
Saul.
not his real name.
He's Bruce. No,
Yeah.
William Bruce.
Yeah, but Axel
William
is a
Bruce
name
Rose.
though.
Axel is a name.
That's like a popular name in
So he
America.
changed- yeah,
Name
actually.
another
Or
Axel.
like Roxy. Have
Name
you ever met-
another Axel.
Dude, there's bare
Axel
Axels.
Krushberg. Skater.
Axel
Oh, yeah,
Krushberg,
but he's
yeah.
Belgian.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
American.
think.
Like, he's not fucking American, he's Belgian.
I can't think of any other Axels.
No, but there's bare Axels in about like Chad and shit like that.
Yeah, but
Chet.
technically-
like, they're American names, aren't they? You ain't gonna go.
Axl
what?
Rose
You've got
isn't an Axel.
You've got a
That's what I'm saying.
European
Yeah.
colonial name. You don't say they got an American name.
No,
Fuck
you're
off.
on about surnames as well, you're not about first names.
I don't know.
about Sal.
What's an American surname though?
Again, there aren't any, they're all fucking...
Yeah, they're all like Smith and shit.
Washington.
Washington. No, because like even George Washington was like
Hot dog.
Well, his parents.
Hot dog.
Mr. Hot Dog.
Mr.
Hot dog.
Mr. Obesity.
Chad Hot Dog.
Kevin Burgers.
Kevin Burgers.
Alison Burgers. Alison Burgers.
Chad Hot Dog has to be
Hannibal Burgers.
It's like Chad school shooting, and that's like the most American surname.
Oh,
Chad.
fuck. Literally shots fired. Literally
Allow it.
shots fired. Allow it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell,
Oh my
man.
shit, man! I got a week off next week. I've got to get all my shit in.
Do it, man. You have. Chad school shooting is
Terry
the actual most American fucking full
What's
name.
the
If that was
most
like- if that
English name? Graham.
Graham. Colin.
No,
Colin.
like Keith Smith.
How do
innit?
Americans say Graham?
Graham.
Graham, innit?
Graham.
Graham.
Yeah.
Like Craig is Craig.
Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craigslist.
Ian's pretty British name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not actually.
No, it's
It's
Irish,
Irish. It's
isn't it?
Scottish.
Fuck
Irish.
it.
It's not,
It's-
not any of them.
um,
Do you know there's more Ians in Malaysia than there is in the
Is there?
Really?
Yeah.
It was like both of them a hero there or
It's
something. like,
it's because there was a massive influx of
Ian's.
English men
Ians.
moving to Malaysia, and then when they repopulated Malaysia,
So it's a proper British name then?
No, no,
It was
so-
an English guy?
so in Malaysia and
I'm
the
going to try and
surrounding
get my
areas,
Uncle Ian to go to Malaysia now.
in Malaysia and the surrounding
You can
areas,
be a bit
there's,
amongst your people.
there's not many Asian names. Like a lot of the men are
Yeah,
called like
yeah.
Ian and Keith and shit like that.
Okay.
Because they've all got like 70s men names over there. Because for some reason, I don't know whether it's like just a massive movement of males.
When was
over
this?
to
When was
Malaysia.
this?
Look, literally now. There's kids being born in Malaysia now called Ian and Keith.
Who's the most famous? Ian and Keith right now.
Or like Nigel. And like
Do you reckon
names
they're
like that.
massive into Prodigy?
Who is
Yeah.
the most famous Ian?
Ian McKellen.
Ian Curtis.
Ian
Ian
McKellen,
Curtis,
probably. Nah,
Yeah.
McKellen, probably.
Probably McKellen.
More-
Fucking Gandalf. for
More
God's sake.
kids are going to know Gandalf than fucking Joy Division.
Yeah, perhaps.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was
But-
going to say Watkins, but
Allow it. Allow
many
it.
kids knew that
Allow
name.
it. Allow it.
I
Allow
shouldn't
it.
say that.
That's a different kind of school shooting.
Fuck me, man. Honestly. You did say you came out. You weren't fucking around today.
fucking
Wow.
hell.
He's not fucking around today.
Yeah, I suppose the names in Malaysia is like the cars in like Cuba and that in it because they only just started getting the cars that were out in like the 90s.
Yeah, but in America, I mean, sorry, in Africa, if you think of like African footballers that come over
Yeah.
to like play in Europe and stuff like that, the majority of their names
They're
are.
like very Christian names, like very Christian British
But even
names.
like Didier came from Cote d'Ivoire, which is
Yeah.
like a French colonized country.
Yeah.
Say again. So what's the French word again?
Cote d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Well, that's what they're officially called. And if you say Ivory Coast, you're being racist.
Yeah, but Cote d'Ivoire is a translation of Ivory Coast.
It is,
though.
but that's what their country's officially called.
Yeah, no, but that is only
Petition.
because of
No.
what they traded. In
No,
the
no,
past,
but you
though.
know how like Germany's Deutschland, but we call it Germany.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote
is the
d'Ivoire have
country.
made it that their country in every other country in the world
It's
has
got
to
to
be
be in their
called.
Yeah, but do you know
Cote d'Ivoire.
why they're called that though?
Yeah, because
They
they
used to
trade.
trade ivory.
I know.
Yeah, same as like the Gold Coast. And,
Yeah. No, I get
Yeah.
it. But
I
what I'm
just-
saying is still to say Ivory Coast. That's not what they're called.
I'm peppering it through with I just wanted to keep going. Je t'aime. Je t'adore.
Is that all your French?
Le petit chien sur la table dans la maison avec la jameau.
My dick just twitched,
That's the small dog is on the table in the house with the
and
house.
that's why my dick twitched.
Did you know that if we're talking about the French and English language, did you know that like, do you know how like the English language we have like a cow and then beef is like two separate words, but they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a reason for that. So like beef is a French word,
Birth.
boeuf, and cow is an Anglo-Saxon word.
Yeah.
Cow.
So back in the day, when the French came over and colonised Britain, they brought their language with them, and then obviously the French that colonised were the upper classes.
So
So
that's
they
what
would
we
what's
use
the French
words
word for
like
cow?
deja vu and faux pas
No,
and
yeah,
shit.
mainly, but like the upper classes would use the French words, and the
'Cause
lower
it
classes would
sounds-
use the English words.
Right.
So that's why we
the,
have two.
but the lower classes were the farmers that would have the cows, and they would never
Right,
eat the
okay.
beef. So then they'd
Right.
give the beef to the upper classes, and they would
And
eat
they
the beef.
would
So
eat
they'd
it.
have the
Oh,
name
no
for it.
Okay,
So
that's
like when
cool.
we say cow as the alive animal, that's because we had agriculture and we looked after the live animal. When we
Right.
say beef as the food because the upper classes ate the beef.
Okay.
That is some interesting shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Do you also
interesting
know why when someone's pregnant they call it knocked up?
No.
So basically, it goes back to slavery. And if you was trading slaves, and you happen to have a pregnant slave, when you was going to sell the slave, they would knock up the price of the pregnant woman
Oh.
because it was basically two slaves.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Fucking
Is
hell.
that really where it comes from?
Uh-huh.
That's dark.
A geezer
is
I used to
dark,
work
huh?
with, he surprised me with it once because he was on about someone being pregnant. It was another guy we worked with, Mrs. And I went, I said something about this geezer, Mrs. And he went, nah, she's up the stick, ain't she?
Up the stick.
Up the stick. And he went, yeah, but he gave me one of my favourite sayings. Oh, he took the piss out of someone. Obviously, I can be quite dark and a bit, of a bastard.
Controversial.
Yeah. So I took the piss. I can't remember what I said to this geezer, but I took the piss. And the geezer, Josh, he went, ooh, that was lower than whale shit.
That's good. That
Fucking good, that is, isn't it?
That is all right.
That is
Have
good.
you heard Gino DeCampo say "up the fluff"? And everyone laughed at him.
No.
It's funny laughing at people who can't speak English. Isn't it?
Up the fluff?
He says "up the fluff."
Wasn't he the one that said,
Instead
my
of what?
grandmother?
If my grandmother had a wheel, she would have been a bag.
Yeah, it's fucking
He said what?
phenomenal.
Do that again.
If my grandmother would have had a wheel, she would have been a bag.
Yeah.
Basically, they're comparing like
So what's up
calamari
the
or
fluff?
something like that.
No, because Holly Willoughby was pregnant. And he goes, "You're up the fluff or whatever you like to
instead of
say."
up the
And they're all
duff.
like,
Right,
instead of
okay.
up the duff.
Yeah.
But I just find it like weird how they all laugh at him because he can't speak English. It's like,
But I feel like that's also Gino's character now as well.
yeah,
isn't
it definitely is.
Yeah.
But like, I think he's quite funny to be fair.
I like Gino.
Gino's cool.
I reckon he gets in and he just drops it completely. The missus
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
well,
Fucking hell.
Have
what
you
are you
watched
cooking
Celebrity
for dinner
Juice?
tonight, Gino?
Yeah.
And he just goes, fucking egg on toast.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you watched
do it all
Celebrity
fucking
Juice?
day.
Like he went on Celebrity Juice for ages and they found out that it was from Sheffield.
Yeah, because that's what they call him, Gino Sheffield
What,
DeCampo, weren't
I
it?
think he was born in
Yeah,
Sheffield.
born in Sheffield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Bruce Lee was born in San Francisco?
Really?
Yeah.
Bruce Lee, was
Yeah,
it?
yeah. And he's buried in Seattle.
No
Do you
way.
know one of the things
So,
that like I
Did
can't
his
get my head
accent just
around?
come from being around his parents?
He grew up in
Japan.
Hong Kong, maybe? Or Japan.
I
Was
thought
it
it's
Japan?
Japanese, isn't it? Or is
It's Chinese, isn't it?
I think it's weird how
No,
think
what's he do? Wing Chun, that's Chinese.
how
I don't know.
how Bruce Lee and Tommy Lee both have sons called Brandon.
Brandon Lee, yeah.
Fucking hell.
They're two
I mean,
completely
And
different
not only
people.
that, but when Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, Bruce Brandon Lee, if you will, which is his real name.
Who the fuck is Random Lee?
Brandon Lee. I like that. No, it's Brandon Bruce Lee's his full
We
name.
ain't had one in a while.
It has been a minute. Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, died before Tommy Lee's son, Brandon Lee, was
We're
born.
born. There can only be one.
There can be only one.
Do you reckon Tommy Lee rigged
In
that
memoriam, just like
He
he was a
wanted-
massive fan of The Crow.
gun? Yeah,
and
yeah,
was
yeah.
just like,
Which they're remaking, aren't they?
oh yeah, with
Are they? Bill
with
Skarsgård.
the guy from It.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård.
He's going to be the Crow.
Yeah. So I meant to remake it a couple of years ago in Momoa, and then
Which
With
is not a
Momoa?
good shout.
He'd have been
He's
too big.
He's too big.
He's
Yeah,
too big. Yeah.
What, to be the Crow?
Yeah.
You just get Sting.
Sting the movie.
So to be fair, don't remake it. Like it
He
holds
literally
up.
is the Crow,
Yeah.
and he has been for the past 30
Me and
years.
Move on. We recorded the third episode of the Wolf Thing Witch Mascot, which will be about witchcraft. I'm just letting people know. And we spoke quite at length about because it was witches. We did top 5 films,
Was a craft
witches. No,
Craft's a joke
for
film.
neither of us. But I chose one of mine was witches. See Angelica Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the original one.
Yeah, Mr.
That's
Bean.
pretty fucking
Rowan
sick.
Atkinson
It's
shit.
fucking
That was
creepy,
Roald Dahl,
isn't it?
wasn't it?
Have you seen
Yeah,
the
Roald
remake?
Dahl.
No, with Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
don't fucking remake
Yeah.
that film,
No,
man.
Yeah.
It
The
got a lot
original's-
of shit for being
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I go on to my topic because it's about films, and I'm
Yeah, yeah.
such a film buff.
go on.
Yeah, you're a massive film buff. Is that
It's
Crying
not a
Baby?
phase, Mom. It's my life. You can't just tell me that I'm not a real furry boy. I can do whatever I
I love
want.
that so much.
I love it.
I fucking
Dude, it's
love it.
literally a fucking video of a guy dressed as a like. Do you think like if you see furries talking, they over emote
I've never
because
seen
their
furries
mouths
talking.
aren't
Did you see
moving?
my Instagram story today?
No, I didn't.
It was
Were you furring?
no, it was like
I'd love
it
that.
was like
I'd love that.
British lads will take the piss out of cosplayers and furries and then go on a night out dressed like a 1910 street gang.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Would you fuck a furry?
No.
Would you
No,
not?
I would not fuck a Peaky Blinder either. So fucking stop dressing up like cunts, man. Just
Yeah.
wear normal clothes. You fucking weirdos.
Because it was Hoo-Ha's birthday a few years ago, and we all went dressed as Peaky Blinders.
I wore a top hat.
Hoo-Ha was like he had to. You had
I've
to.
never seen the show, so
Look at his face.
That's embarrassing as fuck.
Nah,
man.
for real.
Yeah.
Everyone went out.
Dude, we
all
just
fucking suited
we
and
look
booted.
smart. To
I'm
be
so
fair.
glad I didn't know you all.
Look,
then.
all I'm saying is I wore a Led Zeppelin t-shirt and a top hat because I've never seen
Yeah,
Peaky
yeah.
Blinders.
So
So
I was stood outside the pub with my hat on, but I used to wear a hat like that all the time anyway.
Yeah.
So it literally, and I was stood outside the front of the peel with my hat on,
Looking like
having
a
a
prick.
cigarette. The first one there, and a geezer walked past, and he went, "By order of the Peaky Blinders," like, and I was thinking, they're from Birmingham.
Yeah.
So if you just did your own accent now, you'd be a lot fucking closer than what you just did.
Yeah.
The thing is though, like
I can't
everyone
throw
sees it
down
as
with
the Peaky Blinders, but that's just what people wore of that time.
Yeah.
So why don't you just
There's
say
a biker boy hat in it?
Well,
Was it
they
30s?
were
Yeah.
the Peaky Blinders because of those hats, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, 'cause
No,
there
well,
was blades in
they
it,
had blades in
but-
the hat, but that was a
Yeah.
myth anyway.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They only had blades in the hat in the film
Is
and
it?
the TV show.
Oh, was it in the TV show?
Yeah,
Was your
but
bit,
like,
was your bit about Peaky Blinders?
No, my bit was about Stephen Graham.
Who's Stephen Graham?
Educate.
It's
famous
probably-
for-
probably like-
Liverpudlian actor.
This
One of the
is
best
England.
actors in the fucking UK.
He's what?
He's in This Is England. He's in.
Oh, Stephen Graham.
Stephen Graham, yeah.
He's in The Irishman.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
He plays combo.
Yeah, plays combo. Yeah. in This Is
Did
England.
you know that Stephen Graham is mixed race?
Really?
Yeah, I think his dad's black.
Oh, okay.
And like, so when he was This Is England, like it was,
Yeah, he
it was
plays
it was a
combos,
little bit
most
close
races,
to
yeah.
home.
Oh, it's
But obviously,
good, man.
you'd probably look at him. He's very light complexion, hasn't he?
Yeah, he plays a fucking horrible skinhead.
Yeah.
In the
Oh,
early
Have
of
you never
This Is
seen it?
England.
You
No,
never
no.
seen This Is England?
I don't really watch TV shows.
It's film.
Is
It's film for.
There wasn't a TV show first.
They-
there
they-
was a TV
film
show afterwards.
first.
Oh, okay.
And
I
then
watched
they
the
did
film.
like.
Oh, no, they went for the
three
ages of
special
it.
Yeah, there's This Is
Right.
England 90s. This Is England.
I know Lombardi loves it, man.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
86.
86,
All right, yeah.
88, 90, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was the
Well,
last
then
one
they've
they
done
did.
one a few years ago as well, didn't they?
That was the
Well,
last one,
I
wasn't it?
think they're only the three. I think it's
Did
the
they not
film.
do one a few years
86,
ago? Well, they're all really
88.
old.
No,
What,
I
like a
don't think
one-off
so.
thing?
I
I
think
don't
that
know.
might have been the 90 one. You know.
I think it might have been
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
So I watched the new Stephen Graham film called Boiling Point.
It's a fucking sick film.
Like, I don't watch films in it, but I know what a good film is.
Yeah, so it's a single shot.
Single
The
shot.
whole film is.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I know what a good film is, dude.
No, you don't.
No,
Shrek. Fucking Ratatouille is one of the best films ever
Nah,
made.
yeah, fair play. Fuck off.
Ratatouille is so good.
Right, give me a non-animated film that you think's good.
I really like.
Brokeback Mountain, did you say?
Right.
Did you say Brokeback Mountain?
What an Oscar did
I'll
No,
say
because I don't want to give a
Breaking
cliche answer though.
Just give me an answer.
No, but my favourite films are proper cliche though.
You like
Well,
what?
like
Go on, then.
Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange is my favourite film of all
It's not
time.
a bad
Fair
film.
play.
Yeah,
Two
but,
thousand-
I
One
really,
Space Odyssey.
you
You just like fucking
I love Stanley
Kubrick,
Kubrick.
then.
but cliches are cliches for a reason.
Yeah, true. I
Yeah,
like,
that's why you always say like, oh, fucking, that's the most known song. Well, it is for a reason.
Yeah,
you know what I
dude.
mean? Like, it's
I
okay.
wouldn't put 2001: A Space Odyssey in my top 10,
No, okay.
but
Okay.
like I love Clockwork Orange is my favourite film.
Yeah.
And then I really like American Psycho, but that's another like white boy horrible.
That's a
gaslighty
good film,
innit,
though.
But like every time.
What's the last one?
American Psycho.
American
It's a
Psycho.
fucking
Fucking-
sick film.
I don't actually like the plot of the film. I like how much of a fucking freak he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I
Do you,
love
what would be fairly stereotypical for you to be into? And I'm very much into it. Wes Anderson films. You like the films of Wes
Yeah, he
Anderson?
does do very
Like
good
what?
films.
He's
Like,
done
is it
the
Grand Budapest Hotel?
Grand Budapest Hotel. Watch that. last.
Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
That's amazing. That's
It's
my
fucking
favourite
awesome.
one. That's my
The
favourite.
Darjeeling Unlimited is really fucking
Is
good.
that? I didn't. I've missed
Did he
one.
do
the Royal
French
Tenenbaums?
Dispatch as well?
Royal Tenenbaums, sorry.
Did he
You
do
know,
the
French
Dispatch, yeah.
He did.
haven't
He
seen
did
that.
Fantastic Mr. Fox
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
good. That was
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
That was.
sick.
That's.
I remember the Royal
it.
Tenenbaums. Yeah, that's like Ben Stiller, isn't it?
Yeah,
Ben-
yeah.
they did
Owen
so
Wilson.
many
He generally
good
has
ones.
the same kind of
You
base
can-
cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
In all
you
of his
didn't know it
films.
was a Wes Anderson film,
Aesthetically, you'll get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like my thing with films is I just don't have the attention span to sit and watch something for that long.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can sit
It's
and
really
listen.
got to grasp you.
I can sit and listen to stuff for hours on end.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing that I love about music is all I have to do if I'm not enjoying it, all I have to do is wait 5 minutes and take the record out. That's
Yeah.
it. I'm done. Like I don't have to sit and
Yeah.
watch a film and then like you can sort of get the gist of an album through listening to half of it. I think. But like I can't do it with films. But like if
when
I
it comes to a film, if I've gone
I just
so
double check.
far,
Darjeeling Unlimited is definitely.
yeah,
yeah,
I have
yeah.
to give it a go.
It's really fucking good.
If I get so far in a film, I have to finish it.
I get that, but
I'm like that even if it's shit.
I
Yeah.
can't even get through the first 10 minutes of a film usually.
There's some that like there's only been a handful of films I've been like, nah, this is going off.
The Truman
Yeah.
Show is another one of my
Big
favourite
time.
films. as
Fucking
well.
love that movie.
Only because it really fucking ruined my life.
That's because everyone's a narcissist and thinks it's about them.
Oh,
What, the Truman Show?
Favorite?
Yeah, well, I don't
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
about,
yeah,
I don't think
definitely.
it is.
No,
No,
but it is though. Everyone's like, "Oh, my life's
Everyone-
Truman Show."
everyone
but it's
says
not.
it.
no, that's
You're
not
fucking
a
boring.
real
I think
horrible
it
statement
just
to make. I think.
puts you in a state of paranoia, if
Why?
anything. Because you're just thinking, like, what if, like, oh yeah, he's,
Yeah,
I suppose, a
'cause you
little
think
bit
about it.
narcissistic.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
It's
What,
not
a little
narcissistic
bit?
at all, mate.
It's
It's not.
completely
Like, what if
Dude,
people
you're-
are
you're
watching
saying
it?
this
I
from
mean,
a
people
point
are
of-
fucking watching you for your phones and whatnot.
It's
You're
a
saying-
recognised thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you're saying this from a
it.
point of view where you haven't ever struggled with a mental health problem, which puts you in the spot that you think that
Oh,
is.
fair.
Yeah,
So,
massively
Simulation
anxious.
theory, and also like feeling like people are watching you is the most is the
Yeah,
worst thing
man.
I've ever
No, I
done
have
for
had
my
it.
life.
I genuinely, I've only ever had one anxiety attack in my life, and I'd got back from traveling for 6 months where,
Something sucks, doesn't it?
where everyone does.
It does suck.
Yeah, no, dude, it fucking sucked. Right,
Yeah.
bad. Like, I've been to like Asia, where everyone was genuinely staring at me because I'm 6'3", wear makeup, tattoos, and no one else around
Yeah.
look like that.
Yeah.
Came back to Birmingham, my Converse were fucked when I was traveling, so I went to Birmingham to buy some. I was walking up the steps by the Bull,
Yeah.
and I had a massive anxiety attack. So it was like everyone's watching me, and
Just
no one
because
was.
you're so
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it was. I still
Yeah.
never figured it out. And basically, it's one of those was like, I either need to go home now, which is what I felt like. I parked at Moore Street. I was right by my car, but I was like, oh, but if I do, this is an issue now. I have to fucking deal with,
Yeah.
or just carry on. And
Yeah.
it took me about an hour. I felt breathless for like an hour.
See, I get it sometimes at work now, and because of like, once the company we work for, but because of what's on the van, it's quite funny to some people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the slogan and whatnot, and people driving past. I'm driving past, so I tend to look
What
at it
is
and like laugh a bit.
what- can you tell us the slogan? Or is it funny?
What slogan?
The slogan for the company we work for.
Or the motto, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know if there was one.
yeah.
What is it?
Fuck knows.
Is it I'm
We
loving
work
it?
for the same company. don't we know?
It's on the side of your van.
I'm everyone.
I don't know.
But like, it's quite a funny thing, and people obviously like drive past and go, and I always think they're doing that to me.
Everyone's
Like,
laughing at you, yeah,
doing,
yeah.
Like, and I'm
No,
just
man,
like,
there's
Yeah.
a massive. Like, I think the Truman Show, coming from someone who's experienced cannabis-induced psychosis, it's fucking bang on, exactly what you feel like. And but you know when Truman sort of
Starts twigging.
starts doing it and then starts acting up and seeing how
Yeah,
everyone else
yeah.
reacts. That's
And watching
so
the
fucking
same cars
that's-
go past. Dude.
Yeah.
That's almost like the same thing as having like a manic high as well. Though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
do you want to
Like-
know a funny story of why there's so much cannabis-induced psychosis at the minute? So if you're buying weed off the streets, well, there's obviously THC and CBD are the two active drugs that work in weed.
Ingredients.
If there is an off balance of each of them, then it won't work like it should. So, like, if you're buying like Kush or something that's fucking strong, it has a massive level, high level of THC, which is what gets you high, and then a really low level of CBD, which is what keeps your mind active and keeps your mind from experiencing anxiety.
Oh, okay.
So that's why, like,
If that imbalance is there.
so when they've been into bread and all these strains have been like, oh, this is like the hardest fucking weed you'll ever
in the
smoke.
lab,
It's because-
next to the lab that they're proving you to shit.
Exactly. It's because the
Just
balance
over and
is
over
wrong.
again, just for a laugh.
So if
just
you-
do it and prove.
If you can regulate the weed that's going out and know that the THC level is high, but also the CBD level, which is the thing that fixes your brain after you feel an
Yeah,
anxiety
yeah.
attack, if they're both high, then you'll be fine off weed. But it's the imbalance that's what's fucking kids up
That's
at the minute.
crazy,
I'm
man.
so proud of you this week. You've come with fucking.
Honestly, he's come with
hard
fucking
ass.
that.
Do you know
Yeah,
what it
yes.
is? I've been listening to shit. So I've been kicking myself up the arse. I need to go back to Stephen Graham in a bit, but
Yeah,
like
Stephen Graham.
I've been researching this shit like so much because I want to kickstart my radio show again.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay,
I wanted
cool,
to make it really factual about everything. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Stephen Graham, Boiling Point, really good film. I'd struggle to watch films, but this one was sick.
Yep.
It's all one shot,
Yeah.
all one take.
Yeah.
So
they only filmed 3 takes and picked one of them.
yeah, so you can see halfway through the film.
I'd heard someone talk about it.
It's really good because it's set in a kitchen on Black Friday.
Yeah.
And like a London
everything's-
restaurant.
Everything's all fucking manic, and he's like a really high up chef. And it's like the best I've heard of people.
Is it
and-
not a little bit jarring that it is just one continuous shot?
it's
You never
done
know.
really well.
It's weird because at points of it you forget that it is, and then you like remember it. It's
Yeah.
like fucking hell, man. Like
It's done.
literally-
It's done really well.
Yeah.
So
Though.
the transitions between scenes.
No, there's
There
no
isn't- there's
transition.
no
Is it-
scene.
Isn't
No,
there
but is
like,
it like going from one set, literally the camera panning to
No, they
another?
just
no.
walk. They just walk.
So
it's just
basically,
set in the
they
restaurant.
used it in a real restaurant. So
Okay.
they used a real restaurant for it. So you know
Yeah.
how
So if
1970.
he leaves, the camera's just following around.
No,
The
so,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so it'll go to different characters. So
Yeah.
it'll go to a waitress or a customer.
but the
Have you seen
camera's
it? Yeah.
literally
Yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah.
Mate,
the
it's
camera's
amazing.
just panning to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
like the time that the film is, which is like an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours.
It's an hour and a half that night.
That's how long
It's real
It's an
time.
hour and a half in real time of that night.
that's mad. That
So
if you
from
think
from
of how a scene's normally filmed, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that, but the whole film.
Yeah,
I
it's
love like the
amazing.
editing of it. Just like we need an editor. Just
Yeah.
Literally,
Start,
but like,
end.
do you know what the best part about it
Obviously
is?
colour grading,
It's set in a kitchen, and they're all fucking stressing. But when they forget their lines, sort of, and they go like, it works because
Yeah.
they're all under stress in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So it sort of works.
Yeah.
And, like,
Makes
I
it
was
feel a bit
thinking,
more human.
Every time you watch a film, no one ever stutters in a film.
Yeah.
No one ever goes like that.
Yeah, every line's delivered
Every
perfectly.
line is perfect.
stick me in a film. And
That's why. That's just why I can't get engrossed
I
in a
see
film
that. I see
because
what
I
you're
know
saying.
that it's a film.
Yeah.
Well, this was like it just felt like I was just watching it happen. It was great.
Yeah.
Anyway, Stephen Graham. I fucking wish I could love Stephen Graham, but I can't.
Why?
So he's a Scouser and an out-and-out Liverpool fan, and he's worked with the Sun multiple
Really?
times. Yeah, and that is one newspaper, one organisation, or anything that I cannot get behind.
And not only that, in Liverpool especially, because
Yeah, yeah.
They've
'Cause of
kicked it out of there,
Middlesbrough.
ain't they?
You can't buy the Sun in Liverpool. You
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
And he's there's pictures of him online. I don't know if you're doing a hard edit or whatever, but
No,
like
I'll do a soft one.
okay. Well, there's pictures of fucking Stephen Graham holding the Sun Best Actor award and fucking walking around with girls with Sun t-shirts on. And it's like, dude, I lost a lot of respect for you, man.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
you could be from anywhere in the country and work for
walking
the Sun,
around
but
with two fairly attractive ladies with a t-shirt on that has a newspaper logo on it is not classy.
No,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially
it's
when
like if you
it's the
see
Sun.
someone doing that, it's like just me. Just look, one day maybe there's me and I've got my arm around two girls with take a break t-shirts
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
do you know what it is? It's,
Look,
it's
I
like,
haven't made it.
I am doing
I
soft.
haven't
I've
made
got
it.
work in the morning. That's why.
yeah,
I'm
that's
doing
cool,
soft
man.
edit.
Even if he was fucking Cockney and he worked with the Sun, I'd be like, anyone that's fucking did anything with that
Yeah,
rag,
that's,
I
that's
don't
still
have
bad.
any-
But to be from Liverpool and do it,
Yeah,
fucking
it
Yeah,
makes it
yeah,
even worse, and
it's-
it just shows that
Yeah.
it at the time. I think it was early 2000s that he did it. Who the fuck knows? Might have got a big paycheck, whatever, but still, I just think more of Scousers. I hope that they just have that.
So this kind of goes to my point.
Okay.
My point was going to be not to hijack your point, but I feel
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
on point in what you're saying. Is in a
The
world,
great point is this the great point robbery of
yeah, it
2022?
is. But in a world where people don't value integrity, what's the point of having integrity?
Boom. This is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
It goes,
nice, and I think-
goes nice with the coffee table.
But generally, if it does, and I consider myself to have accountability and integrity, they're my two biggest fucking. Yeah, I've worked on it. It's not like natural to me, but I work on being a person who can be proud of the person I am and having integrity. And when I don't, I have accountability when I fuck up. And I feel like in a world where people just don't really care, like look at the Chris Rock thing, for example. Like he acted with integrity.
Who did?
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
In what way?
Because he could have smacked him back, he could have made jokes, but the thing is, he took the high ground.
I don't know if that was integral or not. I think that might have just been. I've been filmed. I don't want to ruin my career.
But then that's still integrity. It's
How
still,
is it though?
'cause
That's just not
no, but it's like regardless of the cause behind it, if you do the right thing,
Well,
that's
what is the
having
right
integrity.
thing though? There's no
There's-
such thing as the right thing.
everyone knows in certain situations the right thing.
No, they
to do.
don't though, dude. Because you can be born on the left side of politics, you can be born on the
You
right side of
can.
politics. You both have a different idea of what the right
There
thing
are
is.
different perception, but the thing is, it's like killing someone probably isn't the right thing to do.
Yeah, I know, but someone from Bible Belt America thinks that's the right thing to do.
Okay,
I
but
don't,
we're not
think,
about-
I don't think Chris Rock was going to do that, to be fair.
Okay, well, if we're talking
I thought it'd have been really
Yeah.
weird if he just killed him.
yeah, well, it's a bit excessive.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, on the ethical side of things, you can generally make a valid argument for what the right thing is to do.
I think there's a loose right thing to do that everyone believes in. I think everyone wants to be a good person. I think is the one thing that everyone, no matter what side of politics you're on, if you love guns or you hate guns or you
Yeah,
love war,
yeah,
you
yeah.
hate law, the end goal is to be a good person and to be happy. And I think that's everyone's end goal.
But what I'm saying is, there are people who are just shitty people, right? People react to things badly. There are people who.
Yeah, but do you think the Westboro Baptist Church is shitty people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that we
Yeah.
all do.
Yeah, yeah.
But that
No.
whole church and that whole
But I think
that whole
I
church
think John
and
hates
that,
fags too.
so that whole church and that whole organisation think they're all great people and that we're all horrible people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
they
you're
are-
using an extreme though.
Yeah, but you can use extremes.
You can't use extremes.
Why can't you?
Because
Because
we're
that-
talking about cause the thing is, it's not like half the population of the world believes in that, and half the
I
world
think
doesn't.
a majority do.
I
Nah.
think you can
Not-
use
not in
extreme,
the-
like if you look at fucking like certain cults and that, like the fucking Jonestown massacre, the integrity
you just
of
point at me.
because you're into cults and shit.
I am into course, yeah.
But like
I'm starting one.
the integrity of Jim Jones, to him, he was doing the right thing
right,
to the
but
people that were following.
I'm not saying. I understand what you're trying to the point you're trying to prove, but we're not on about individual viewpoints here. We're not on about like fucking Hitler thought he was doing the right thing. Cool, but we know he wasn't.
No, but if
Like,
we-
there's
if
no
we-
debate to say if
Did you
someone.
mean
I'm
the
saying,
overall integrity?
yeah, like in terms of if there was a fucking guidebook to being a human, then you're pretty sure this one will be in there.
Okay, so if we're
Not-
linking this to Stephen Graham, I don't. I think that the very small minority are against him, including me. Not against him, but like
He's problematic.
dislike him for
That
working
reason.
with the rag.
Or
Yeah.
actively seeking him out.
I think
I'm coming for
I
you,
think the
Stephen.
minority of people think that. Because like all you can do, you can circle Liverpool, and they're the only people that hate the Sun. Really,
Yeah.
a lot. There's people scattered around, but that whole city, you can't buy that newspaper in that city.
yeah.
They don't want
They
it.
don't want it.
That there's gonna be if you like, but
It's a
like,
Billy Bragg song, don't they?
yeah.
Scousers don't buy the Sun.
Yeah.
No, they don't. But like you
I
can.
don't think they like big
But would
cool
you say-
Scousers either.
No, they don't mind. They like being called Scousers. They mind.
Would you
There's
say
this
it's
geezer
the-
I work with my uncle.
I think they're quite proud of being
Chris,
called Scousers.
And he saw that in my uncle's phone, Chris was saved as Chris Scouse,
Yeah.
and he didn't seem to like it much.
Well,
I
Scouse
don't
is
know.
a type of food, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a stew that you get. That it's like
Yeah.
a common dish in Liverpool. And
Scouse
yeah.
in the middle of the
Yeah. Madness. Famous Liverpool band.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Like, so you could put a red blob over Liverpool, and then people are scattered across the country don't like the Sun. But like, if you're thinking about group integrity and the bigger picture,
So
I
more
don't
so the
think.
fact that because he's from Liverpool.
I think a lot of people don't care that he's worked with that newspaper. I do, because I don't fucking like that newspaper.
Yeah.
And a lot of everyone in Liverpool thinks the same. And the fact that he is from Liverpool and he's done that, and he also supports Liverpool Football Club, it's like a fucking stab in the back.
It is,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, yeah.
Slap
It
in
is.
the face.
When you're like a person who's a face of Liverpool,
Even if
especially,
he was
like,
from-
you've done great because you're from Liverpool. You know, like
Even if he was a Scouser but supported Man United, everyone in Liverpool would still
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
"What the fuck?" But the fact that he
The fact
supports
that Liverpool
Liverpool
as
Football
well.
Club, who
It's-
the Sun outwardly
yeah,
did shit
yeah,
about,
yeah,
is
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Is
I get
mad.
that completely.
But like, anyway, integrity. I can't have any integrity because I'm a fucking horrible person. I can't sit here and hound Stephen Graham when I make jokes about killing babies and shit. But like, I don't know.
Would you- I think the thing is, it's like, you know, when you get those moments where it's like you want to be a dick, but your integrity shuts you the fuck up.
Yeah, but I'm not a dick. Do you know what I mean?
But no, but that's what I'm saying.
I
That's
am a
where
dick.
that's where integrity comes into it. Because like the thing is, everyone's got the ability to be right.
Yeah.
And when you have one path you can choose or another path you can choose, and one of them is I'm going to be a dick about this.
The red
take
pill.
the high ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it depends
The
what
red
mood
pill.
you're on in the moment and all sorts. I think.
Or the
like-
other one is you can kind of at least walk away, and even if no one fucking gets any benefit from it or has knowledge of it or whatever, you walk away and go, I'm just going to fucking be the better person or whatever the fuck it is in that situation. And it's like, but to what? Like when people are walking all over you, I think it's my point. Like, when someone's walking over you and you still come out of it with, but I've got my integrity. What the fuck is that worth in that point?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But what is it? Who the fuck cares about your integrity, though? Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So at that point, should you have less value in it?
I think it's so hard though, because I say who the fuck cares about your integrity, but then I care that
That's the
Stephen
thing.
Graham did shit with the rag.
The only reason
So,
you
like-
care, the only person that cares about your integrity essentially is you.
Yeah,
So it's like
definitely.
it's how much value you put in it.
Saying that, I don't care about my integrity. Everyone can think I'm a cunt. I don't care. I'm a cunt. All your families are dicks.
But would you say could you have integrity if you have high accountability?
Yeah, I mean the two probably do go hand in hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Because to have integrity, then you probably have to have accountability for your actions as well, because you have integrity. So you're more likely to call yourself out on your own shit.
Yeah.
No,
Which
it's
you
hard,
should
man.
do.
That's
if,
why.
if you know what you're doing isn't necessarily
The best thing to do.
the best thing to do. Yeah, like
Like the best course of action for you.
Yeah,
everyone
like I
involved.
still sit by it, but I'll be accountable for.
The thing
What
that
I'm doing.
every time I drive over from this podcast, I'm like, I fucking wish I never said that, and I really regret half the shit that I say. But when I'm sitting here,
Dude, I'm like the complete opposite.
the opposite.
really?
I'll
I
think
felt
of
so
the
similar
most
bullshit.
fucked up joke
Yeah,
and be
yeah.
like, oh, fuck, it's
See,
this
I'll
earlier.
say shit, and I'm like, but that ain't me though, because I know what I'm like
I can
when
agree
I'm
with you
by
though, because
myself.
sometimes when you're in the moment, it's like being drunk. Sometimes when, like, you tend to speak before you think about it, and then like the next day, like you're like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have said that on the night out. But because you're in the moment or whatever, like you just say what's there.
Yeah.
I think you'll all know, like people that watch or whoever watches, well, don't know us and shit, but people that do watch that do know us all know.
Hello.
But like, you all know that I'm not like
Especially
this
by
in
now.
No,
Anyone
one-on-one.
watching,
Yeah.
like
But
you've
you-
watched enough episodes.
We all know that each of us one on one are not.
oh,
like
you're not
this
like
at
this in
all.
person.
Fuck no.
Like in the world.
Like, and
No, we just like a laugh.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
Like you said
exactly.
before, you are kind of playing a character.
I think I don't think it's a character. I just think you just to end up if there's a camera and it's all professional and you know that people are hearing it.
You do it for the
try
laugh.
and show off. Don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
It's,
Turn it up a bit.
it's that, and it's the obviously.
Spinal Tap in it, turn it up to 11.
Yeah. I mean, it's that thing that you change the nature of something by putting a camera on it anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously, like.
Dude, but you're the same though. Like, you could go to a 900 show or a as yet untitled punk band show that we'll be playing in the summer show.
Yes.
And Cenk will be the lead singer, and he'll fucking kill it and smash your face in and get in the pit with you. But then afterwards, if you try and give that energy back to you, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing? I just want a cool little conversation."
I'm
Like,
very different.
Like, if you have an audience, then you act up in front of the
So
audience.
there's almost a moment for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes.
Yeah, I have two different
I
personalities.
know
now,
what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But I think, like, especially during, I think, like, when we're gigging, I'll be even fucking worse. But
Yeah,
like,
no, but afterwards, people can't expect you to be like that afterwards, though.
No.
Because you're acting up in front of an audience.
Especially when it gets to the bits where it's like, you know, my jams, like fucking Misfits, Dead Kennedys, Black Flag, you know, when we play that stuff.
Yeah.
I do kind of, like, lose myself a little bit. And I'm a bit, you know, it's kind of like...
It's like Alice
I don't
Cooper.
feel like I'm
Alice
acting
Cooper
up.
isn't
I
Alice
think I'm just
Cooper
kind
off
of...
stage, is he?
No, he's Vincent Fernier.
I don't want to compare myself to Alice Cooper.
No, but I mean, like,
it's the same sort
when
of
you're
thing.
in
I
that-
want to compare myself to Alice Cooper, the band.
when you're in that,
the amount of times I have
let's
to point
say,
that up.
entertainment industry, because this is an entertainment industry that we're in.
Yeah.
To a point, right?
Were you not entertained?
This is not what you're here for.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, when you're in that
Something
entertainment
from
industry, like,
Gladiator.
and you've got something
Yeah.
in front of you, like, you are going to be, whether it's natural or unnatural, you are going to be a certain way in front of the camera.
I'm
or
a naturally
towards the
charismatic
people.
person.
Who lied to you?
I'm not. I'm
No, it's Cenk's
Like
the quietest person.
the
I
laughs
know,
and
innit?
jokes
Like-
that we have on here, we don't then just go into your kitchen and then start fucking joking about dead babies and shit in your kitchen after, you know what I mean? Like,
Not every week.
I mean, we do though. Like,
Yeah, we do,
Not,
yeah, but not to
massively.
not to the extent that we
this
do
is
on the podcast.
This is the reason, right? If we started this in the pub and we was like, let's just do it as talking shit in a pub. Well, that's
Yeah.
all it is. So like that's all we can achieve to be. And if anything comes out of it, then sweet. But like all we're doing is just putting microphones in front of us, drinking in a pub. Like that's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah.
But again, like the things that we say in the pub, and
This
then
is.
the
I
same things we
always
say
feel
here,
like this is such a
it's
good
the-
representation of what we actually like in the pub.
100% is. But that's, again, us together in the pub, influenced by alcohol or the situation.
Yeah, and with your mates and that.
That's not what we then are on our own.
No, not 100% not. I was thinking this in the van today. That I was like, I don't know how long I can fucking keep this up. Like, I don't know how long I can sit here and be a cunt. Because I'm not. Like, I
Then,
want
I mean,
to sit and talk about the intricacies of some bullshit. Like,
Then let's do that.
no, but I don't know if the people want to hear that though.
Look, people are
Because I've had
watching.
people come up to me and be like, "Oh, I love how much of a loudmouth cunt you are." I'm like, "Oh, cheers, man."
Yeah, but
I'm
don't
actually
act
not
up
like
to
that,
it.
man.
Like, just do what you want to do.
I don't
Fuck
know.
'em.
Look, the thing is, people didn't have an expectation of what you were.
They've still got YouTube. They've still got videos
yeah.
of you. But if they want to watch,
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
shit.
who
And
the
no,
fuck
no,
wants
wait,
to listen to
nah,
2 hours
for real, though.
monologue of a pylon? Like,
But then-
no
but
one.
then-
But I really want to talk about that.
Then we'll have a conversation. Look, but the thing is, I'd like to assume that
What,
people
life
watching.
of a pylon?
I reckon I'm so interested in researching shit at the minute. Like, I reckon you could pick anything.
The
in this room.
life of a pylon.
No, like the intricacies of a pylon.
Can we
I
not
could
get
do
into
like a
the pylon?
2 hour. I could do like
do
a
the
2
pylon.
hours shit on a pylon.
When you're back from your holiday, we'll do pylons.
Yeah, we'll do pylon.
We'll do the
What,
pylon heavy
Ireland?
podcast.
You've got 2 weeks of research.
Okay, yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
But no, I think ultimately people who aren't watching just because of a jingle or because of your jokes or because
Yeah.
of your
Yeah.
viewpoints or something or my viewpoints or
I
something.
meing,
It's they're watching because they're watching and
'Cause
we
they wanna
appreciate
watch
they're
what we-
watching.
Yes,
and
yes,
like,
yes.
But yeah, I think if you eliminate one part of it or introduce one part of it, they'll still keep watching.
No,
Like
especially-
with your thing when you're like using that fucking thing with the albums now,
Yeah.
which we will come
Well,
to.
someone
Yeah.
is going to be watching
Yeah,
today.
but that's
'cause
what like it's a new thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like people are like, oh, I'm gonna
that's
start
it, if
watching
you-
that because that's in it now.
You
get
looking
something-
forward to
get
this?
something interesting across that people are like, oh, that's actually pretty sick.
Yeah,
You might be
exactly,
like,
yeah.
you know what, I want to see what he's going to come up with
See,
next
this
week.
is. I said this in the pub, and I hate like talking about podcast politics on the podcast or whatever. But we was thinking, right? We either first 5 episodes, or first 3 episodes actually, because the 4th one we had your story and it really kick-started like let's plan some shit for it.
Yeah.
First 3 episodes was literally chatting shit and trying to make each other laugh.
Yeah.
So there's that sort of spectrum, which is like doing no planning, chatting shit, getting
Yeah.
pissed, and talking about the most horrendous stuff.
Will's, when Will stepped in for, it was you first time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When Will stepped in the first time, I remember he come round and he went, so what's the plan? And I went,
Yeah,
mate,
yeah.
we're flying by the fucking seat of our pants here.
Yeah.
And he was
literally,
like, you
pressed
haven't
record,
got
we
a
did our
plan.
intro. He's like, is that just how you go? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, so there's that, and then there's a pod. Like if you listen to a podcast that's like full research, full everything.
That's what
has
Jenks of the podcast is.
yeah,
Yeah,
has
yeah,
a
yeah,
top.
I
Like, so say Wolfing Witchmaster's
Mulvering
there.
on it. Mulvering's on it.
That's there on the spectrum, like on the
Yeah.
far right of the spectrum, and then we got like chatting shit
Do you wanna
first
be in
3
the middle?
episodes on the far left. Nah, I think we are in the middle, and I think that you either go talk shit and talk about how you want
Chat
your
shit, get
ass,
banged.
or do full research and do a full podcast.
Fuck full research.
And I
man.
think we sit right in the middle. But I think you either do one or the other, because one's funny and one's can be funny,
Yeah.
and you're learning something
I
from
think
it.
my whole thing's I like the fact that it's organic. I haven't spoken to anyone this week.
Yeah.
No.
Right, since last week's podcast, I haven't spoken to anyone. We've probably had a couple of messages about
Yeah.
this shit,
is,
but
yeah.
overall, I haven't hung out with them. I haven't seen anyone. And for me, it's like, honestly, today I was like, I've had a shitty week. I've had a shitty couple of weeks, and I was just like, I'm just looking forward to hanging out with my boys.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I've had a shitty week as well, but who the fuck wants to know about that?
That's why I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, true, but at the same time, I just think like if we either have something to offer in knowledge or have something to offer in comedy. Not comedy, I hate
the
saying
thing
comedy.
Is, no, I get
like,
that, but I think if anything come up in the world that we wanted to talk about enough, I'd
I'm a
bring it to the
comedian.
table.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
But
know.
I think that's why like it helps with the amount of us here and all the different shit that we see throughout the week, that we do have that, like, if there's something to talk about, someone's going to bring something to the table and we go into it. Like, it's not a bad thing being in the middle. Like, me and you have sections technically.
Yeah.
Right. And even though they're not planned, like, yours is about a film that you watched the other day.
Yeah.
You know, my bit was,
Alfie's top 10 of the week.
you know, I
Yeah,
just
the-
fucking
like the-
thought about it in the van today.
Yeah.
It's not like I spent the whole week, like, what am I going to fucking
The good
talk
thing that
about
we
for
can
this
do
thing?
as well, like I could speak about Boiling Point that I watched the other day, and it's not just like I watched Boiling Point the other day, and everyone's like, "Oh, cool, how was it?" I was like, "Good."
Yeah,
Sweet. It's not like we've gone on a fucking massive, nearly half an hour tangent on how integrity is. It like I think that's why it works, because we could say, "Oh, that record button is like a slight shade of red,"
Don't press
and then and then get into a colour, and then get into a fucking shit about colour.
About shades of red, yeah.
Like that's
And
how
that's
we work.
what I
innit?
like about it, because if it was too planned,
I think I'm going back on my word, but like I do think that we either need to go. I still don't know how to wipe my ass, or the history of, or like proper research.
I'd rather be, I don't know how to wipe your ass.
Same.
I think we're good with that. We've done 27
Yeah.
years of
Yeah,
how
yeah.
you wipe your ass.
I still can't wipe my
27
ass properly.
years, 27
I
episodes.
was going to say,
Fucking hell.
he's 22, so that wouldn't work.
That wouldn't
Can I
work.
go
Little
for a
hot-
piss?
Yeah, we'll go for
If
this.
you
Then
need
Yeah,
to.
we'll come back to-
we'll do piss and then we'll do the album if you want.
Yeah.
We'll be
'Cause I'm
right
gonna go
back.
See you in a sec.
What's in a minute?
Later that same evening.
Hello, you scummy fuckers. Right, it's time for me to be sexy.
Robert Peel, son of a Lancastrian textile manufacturer, was
So the
one of the
briefing at the
most
start.
talented ministers of the first
Yeah, it's
half
like a
of the
weird
19th
thing.
century.
I don't know what it is. Listen.
You don't press it. That's me talking.
Uh,
Is that saying this water enough?
Listen.
Robert Peel,
Oh,
the
it's
son
It's
fucking.
like Steve Lamacq
Anyway.
on Six Music.
No, it's
Yeah.
like he's fucking gone to fucking eat something too hot and Togger.
But, so, this week the
Have one of
album,
those?
the album that
Have
I've
one
been
of those.
listening to is it was suggested by listener, fan, massive fan.
Get his name right this time.
Yeah, I fucked his name.
We don't have fans.
Ash Hammonds.
That's fucking straight
What did
away.
you say? What did you say?
I said Ash Hammonds.
We don't have fans.
I know an Ash Hammonds, that's all.
Oh, okay.
So Ash Edmonds, who is your friend,
Yeah, man.
not mine anymore. No, I'm joking. No, yeah,
you're my friend.
It's not just my mate. It's bitches mate as well.
I know. Yeah, I was joking.
It's all of our
It's just,
friends.
it's
It's
just a bit
friends
of a
of the
joke.
podcast.
Friend of the goat. It's the goat's friend.
Yeah, he's a
If
good
Harry
friend
can
of
be
ours.
friends
I
with
met
us,
him.
then
Yeah.
I met him, and he said that he thought I'd be bigger. I was like, I can't do anything about
Thought you'd be bigger.
that. Yeah. He was like, I've got to say, junk, and he didn't really. He didn't have to say.
you didn't have to say it all.
He said, I've got to say, junk. I thought you'd be taller, and I went, well, there's fuck all I can
I
do
told
about
you,
that.
it's because you're a fucking midget.
Yeah,
Keep If he tells you 6 foot, he's lying to you.
I'm gonna say, Jake. No, you ain't.
I'm 6'1". It doesn't
No,
matter.
you're not.
I am.
No, you're
Anyway, this album that I have been listening to whilst being 6'1" is
You're not
Snarky
6'1".
Puppy. We like it here. I am 6'1".
No, you're not.
I am. Right, so it's with this album. Like, I think the name Snarky Puppy made me think this might be a bit grungy.
It keeps making me think of Skinny Puppy, who are like an industrial band.
Yes, exactly. I think that's probably where I was going with it.
Yeah.
Snarky Puppy.
I like the band
It
name,
sounds it's cool. It's a cool band name, but it does sound like it might have been like very Mudhoney,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
grimier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I thought,
And what is it?
and wasn't that.
No.
So it was.
Isn't it jazz?
It's jazz.
Yeah.
It's
I haven't
jazz.
Heard, yeah.
I like it, man.
Right, the first thing I've written is hipster intelligentsia. It seems very intelligentsia.
I don't know what that word is.
It means you're thick. It means
That's me.
no, it means people, a group of people that are intelligent or like to feel. No, it seems very like if you don't know Starky Puppy, then you'll just never get it. And I love Ash. I'm not saying this about you. I think you've done this to me though, you fucking bastard, because he has really fucked me in the arse design. So what the second note is, I'm literally angry now.
Okay.
I think this was still track one.
Right. Okay.
Right. So there's a song called "What About Me." I've made a note. It says tries to rock, it does not rock. So there's it because obviously this came off the back of Thelonious Monk, didn't it? When I was listening to Thelonious Monk. And Ash's comment was,
if you don't like that, try this.
If you want a bit edgier jazz.
Yeah, what did he say about Thelonious Monk?
He said something like, if you want edgier or something a bit more abrasive than Thelonious Monk.
Go Sun Ra. I'm just saying.
Don't go Snarky Puppy.
Don't go Snarky Puppy.
So this album
or Miles.
This album is for people who don't think or don't believe that bullshit exists, because this is quite a clear indicator that bullshit does exist.
Fucking hell, dude. I really like this record.
Yeah. Well, no. No one who likes this is any good at Paul.
Oh.
Paul.
Yeah, I just got that feeling.
I'm not that good at Paul.
Exactly, yeah. That's I'll stand fucking...
Point made.
Classic. Jazz Paul.
Well, one of the notes I've put here is, dear God, why? And then the whitest jazz fans.
That is true. It is very white jazz.
It's the whitest jazz I've ever fucking heard in my life. It is literally like, it's very polished as well.
I don't know what the ethnicity of the band is either. I'm not sure.
I don't. But
Jamie, pull that shit
you check that shit. But it's very polished and like, I know like it's jazz, so it
jazz is like off the cuff usually, like quite like there's a beat, there's a loose beat, and then there's
I think there's the like jazz can go both ways. Kind of
jazz normally sounds like it's been done in one take, doesn't it?
But the white guys in the band are the most quintessential.
The white guys look like Title Fight, and the black guys look like Skin Dread.
They look like they've just finished fucking coding for Facebook.
He looks like Benji from Skin Dread.
He does.
They do look like a group of interns at a Google thing.
Yeah, they do. They look like they work for a social media company.
They've just finished coding, and then they were like, "Let's make some music."
Yeah. He looks like the white guys look like they should be in Weezer.
Yeah.
And there's one black guy in that picture, and he looks like a fucking cool. I don't know. I didn't want to be racist. I don't know. He looks like a fucking normal guy.
But yeah, they're very white.
Yeah, white people like
They're
Weezer.
white people who I would never listen to music by.
Yeah,
nah, come on.
Look at them. How a bunch of college kids became Grammy winning.
Honestly, if you showed me that picture, I'd be like, that's the hottest new Midwest emo band.
I think that is the overall feeling I have for this. I'll just fucking allow it, man. Just let it go. Just leave it. But,
why though? Why? Do you like Black Midi? Do you like
I've not really listened to Black
jazz
Midi
influenced weird stuff?
Yeah. Well, when he said something a bit harder, and with a name like Snarky Puppy, as I say,
you were wanting
I
harder.
felt like a bit of grunge, and I always thought like maybe he means like kind of jazzy kind of stuff, like math, mathcore, which I like a bit of mathcore. I was in a fucking mathcore band, for fuck's sake. But like,
what, playing drums?
Dead Hands, yeah.
Mathcore, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird calling Dead Hands mathcore, isn't it?
Apparently that's what we were. That's what everyone said we were.
That's weird. It's like deathcore, but you're crying about a girl that never liked you.
I was, because she never liked me.
I never liked you.
But she, what's I saying now? Yeah, I had the feeling it would be a bit more like Dillinger or something like that. But it wasn't.
Nah, dude.
Just from the name.
Nah.
No, I know it wasn't.
but what are you judging it from the name?
So do you think like in
no,
your head?
I listened to the fucking album.
No, you
I'm
said
not judging it by the name.
No, yeah,
no,
you said if because it's called Snarky Puppy, you thought it was going to be a bit more abrasive just because they're called Snarky Puppy.
So yeah, out the gate, you're disappointed.
No, well, yeah. But
does a band name really influence the way that they sound though?
I'm not saying that. You're
you
saying
are,
that.
Do you fully
No, I'm saying
you were disappointed because they weren't grungier.
Because obviously, like, I'm not gonna go in like completely fucking. I have not got a fucking thing. Like, I know the band's called Snarky Puppy, so there's some things that kind of like come to you in your head. You know what I mean? Your brain just like will, without you doing
but
it, will kind of try and put the
fill the
things,
gaps.
What
fill
were
the
the
gaps.
examples that you said though? Mud Honey,
Yeah,
which sounds a bit like Snarky Puppy. Mud
that's
Honey.
the kind of band name I think it is.
Right, let's get past the band name.
Yeah, but the album is toss.
Okay.
Yeah, we like it here is it's really shit.
Have you got any more notes on it?
Huh?
Have you got any more notes on it?
I haven't, no.
So-
I did put what I listened to after.
That was going to be my
to
question.
cleanse my palate.
What did you cleanse your palate
Chaz
with?
and Dave.
What the fuck is this
Yeah,
guy?
I really enjoyed it after.
Nah, love
Snooker, loopy, that's how we're all snooker, loopy, or Gertcha. That's a great song.
Gotcha.
Gertcha.
We listened to Ghost in here when we were drunk once.
It's banger. It's Gertcha's a tune.
No, it's not.
It was better than Snarky Puppy.
That doesn't make
To
it good.
cleanse your palate of like modern day jazz music, you've said, "Oh, fucking hell."
I'm going Chaz
I'll
and
listen
Dave.
to Jazz and Dave.
Yeah, it was quite early on that I knew that I wanted to listen to.
market.
It was quite early on in the Snarky Puppy album that I realised I would rather be listening to Chaz and Dave.
I want to know what triggers you. Like, so the first you listen to Night at the Opera,
Yeah.
and then to cleanse your palate, listen to Enter the Woo.
Yeah.
What in that album triggered?
yeah.
What in the album triggered a part of your brain that thought Wu-Tang Clan? So in the
Do you think
Snarky
it
I
Puppy
don't know.
record,
I wish I knew.
so you listen.
You just wanted something completely opposite.
No, but like you listen to
Basically.
Snarky Puppy, there must have been something that subconsciously clicked in your head that thought
Literally.
Jazz and Dave.
I think, you know what it was? I think it was when I realised that people that listen to this wouldn't be good at pool.
And you're like Chaz and Dave
And
fans,
Chaz and Dave
however.
are sick at pool.
Yeah.
Historically.
Well, they've got a song called about snooker, which is a similar
It's the
game.
same thing, and it's Snooker's
Yeah.
just
So that
for
was where
fucking
your
sex
brain went
offenders,
from A to Chaz and Dave.
What was what was the one before? Oh no, Jethro Tull,
Yeah.
The Germs weren't
the
it?
Cramps,
Oh, the Cramps.
and Death Grips.
though. Right? No.
Yeah,
How can you go from the Cramps to Death Grips?
because that's what I do. I like both those bands.
Yeah, cool, but like that's like a two separate.
Yeah, but,
day
like,
thing.
I don't
that's like
think-
a Saturday and a Sunday.
Yeah, but like I don't think you have to be like.
That's just sad. No, I can have that. I could be driving somewhere and be like, I had it this week actually. I was driving to work.
Did you like Taylor Swift and shit, and then you like?
I don't like.
Nine Inch
You know, I
Nails?
don't like Taylor Swift enough to say I like Taylor Swift.
No, see, I know what
I
you
like
mean.
enough shit you can
No,
reference.
but like it will come on.
I could listen to
Taylor
Taylor
Swift to come on.
and then put Lana Del Rey on.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah,
today
same.
I went from like Rubber Soul Beatles to Pink Floyd The Wall.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
you have
not
to-
big a leap.
That's
not a big a leap.
That's
I
fairly.
think so.
I went from like Gut Rectomy to Phoebe Bridgers.
Yeah, that's the leap.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a massive leap.
But like I can do that, but I don't know how you can like sit and listen to
Cramps.
a whole like collection of Cramps.
So I went
and then
from
go to Death
I went
Grips.
from Jethro Tull to the Cramps to Death Grips.
But like there must be something that triggers your brain in Jethro Tull that thinks the Cramps, and then something in the Cramps that triggers your brain.
I listened to loads of
Death
Tom
Grips.
Waits.
I
Just
don't
to
know what-
really, my voice has been beat the last couple of
Yeah.
weeks. It's not too bad today, but I can sing Tom Waits now because my
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
has been proper
Mine
fucking
was
I
knackered.
pretty
don't know.
quick,
Like
like,
listening to the Cramps, I don't know why you thought like, do you know what I need now? I need some
Death
gnarly
Grips.
dude to shout at me and some scatty synth behind it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
fucking
Do you
trick
think
me
it
out.
could have been the talk of Tony Iommi being in it and thinking Black Sabbath and thinking like something heavier, and then
I don't
Yeah,
know, man.
yeah,
That's just a
The
weird.
thing is,
like,
it
I
will
think-
be a subliminal, like a fucking association. Like you're not going to recognise what it
Do you
is.
listen to music on shuffle?
No, ever.
Yeah, but you have playlists.
I make playlists. Though.
So do your playlists like? Are
I
they
don't.
like
I don't put my shuffle. I will literally
okay,
make sure
no,
there's a
no,
flow.
but the playlist though, is it like a gradual, like say you got like Loose Day because Phoebe Bridges or
Nah,
Genius
allow
or
it.
something like.
So like literally on one of my playlists now, I goes from.
You're using the allow it in the wrong context
allow
as
it.
well.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I go from the
you are
weekend.
saying overusing.
I go from-
Using it quite liberally.
I go from the weekend to Bikini Kill to Tom Waits on this playlist.
How,
liberal-
what, in 3 songs?
in
a
three
liberal
songs.
smattering
That's
of
shuffle.
Low It.
That is
In
shuffle.
3 songs. It's not shuffle.
Can I
It flows.
just bookend my thing, please,
Yes,
just quickly?
yeah, of course you can.
So, obviously I didn't buy it, but what did come this week is this.
That was last
Nice.
week.
It came.
No, but it
it
arrived.
came between last.
Oh,
episode and
wasn't
this
I here
episode.
last week?
So have you not
No, it
bought
wasn't
something? Because
I
obviously
haven't.
each
No.
time you've
I just wanted to bring it because it's lovely, isn't it?
I bought a
Fucking
few new
outstanding
records the other day.
album.
Sorry to
Did you?
trample on yours, but me and Aim went and got
Who
some
smokes of those?
food the other day.
I don't know. It might be mine.
I think they're empty to be fair.
Yeah.
not.
Oh, I wish I smoked. Me and I went to get
I
some,
never run out of cigarettes.
Yeah.
I know, I wish I could have a fag right now, but I can't.
Mm.
We went to get some food and I was like, oh, just fucking... Wait, what did we do actually? We went to...
What records did you buy?
Well, I went to go buy a guitar pedal, which I couldn't find.
Yeah.
So then I just bought it off the internet.
what pedal?
I need a noise gate.
That
for
pissed
feedback.
me off, man. I had to buy that off the internet.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
wish
buying
I'd
shit
just
off the
gone and
internet,
found
yeah.
it, but I didn't have like a spare day. Like I've been fairly fucking busy. But like, I've found out how much buying stuff on the internet actually pisses me off.
Yeah, I hate it.
I fucking hate it.
I needed a noise gate pedal, which is like the pedal.
I hate it.
Because you have to wait for it to come.
It might be that. Like, I would so much rather go.
If I know what I want, I'd rather go shopping for it.
Dude,
if I was shopping around for something, I'd rather go online.
Say HMV online have a record. I'd rather drive to Birmingham, see if I can find it in the shop, and then go home and buy it at HMV.
It's the act of getting.
Go home and buy it.
If they have it, I'd rather check that other places have it.
No, fair.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wanted to buy this guitar pedal from the shop. I couldn't find it anywhere. They didn't have a fucking noise gate pedal. What kind of shop doesn't have a noise? It's literally the second pedal that you need. You need a tuner and a noise gate. That's like, what the fuck. Anyway, I bought one off the internet at the end. But like we got some food, and it was getting really late. And I was like, let me just nip in HMV. I got Comfort to Me, the new Amyl and the Sniffers record, which I couldn't find anywhere because it's sold out everywhere. Got that. But the other week, me, Harry, and Connor went to go watch The Chisel, which you didn't come to.
I couldn't come, no.
Yeah, fucking should have, mate. Because Static Shock Records were there at the fucking back at the merch desk. I got the new Bootlicker record, which is amazing,
Bastard.
and the new Strong Boys EP called Homo. And Strong Boys are this French three-piece hardcore band. French three-piece homosexual hardcore band. And the front cover of the album is a guy in a gimp mask with his bollocks in a cage. And it's fucking amazing.
Nice.
It's so
you
fucking
posted that on
good.
Instagram, didn't you?
So good, dude.
Yeah,
The lyrics are like fucking, why wouldn't you want my blood just because I fuck men and shit like that? It's fucking amazing. Anyway, listen to Strong Boys, listen to Bootlicker, listen to Amyl and the Sniffers, listen to UK hardcore music, go to your next hardcore show.
I was pissed off I couldn't come. But I couldn't come.
It was a really good gig, man. It was good. It was
Just
good.
fucking broke. What the fuck you know?
Yeah.
But
Didn't
like,
you,
we're going to watch Fucked Up this week, aren't we?
Yeah, Fucked
Wednesday.
Up would be good, man.
Oh yeah.
Was it 10-year anniversary?
I think because they're doing the whole of.
Is that Birmingham?
David Comes to Life?
David Comes to Life.
Yeah.
Is that in Birmingham?
At the Castle of Falcon.
All right, if you go for drinks after, give me a shout because I'll be at work till 11.
Yeah,
I don't know what day it is. I can't remember what it
said
was.
How are we
Wednesday.
getting the wheels coming as well? You know.
Will can drive.
Okay,
I
well,
ain't driving. Fuck that.
Yeah, well control.
Yeah, Fucked Up. What a great band.
I'd love it if he listens to this podcast on Wednesday morning.
Yeah. So fuck
Yo, you're driving us to the gig, mate.
Yeah, you are, mate. Yeah, see you in 3 hours.
See you in a
When are
bit.
they playing?
Castle
don't know.
Falcon.
Castle-
when?
Oh,
maybe?
Wednesday?
I don't know.
Wednesday night. Yeah.
But
Where is Borsalike then?
yeah,
Castle
yeah.
Falcon, yeah.
It's good. It's a good venue since Chubby and the gang. They're really
They've just redone their room.
good. Yeah, it's tiny. It's fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Is
tiny.
that
Fucking
Well,
hell.
we went
Watching
to see
Fucked
Chubby
Up
and the gang,
there,
so-
man, that'll be fucking
Yeah.
boning.
But yeah, Fucked
Boning.
Up, man.
But I was going to
Well,
say boner inducing.
Jonah
Oh,
Falco.
but I kind of just come.
Jonah Falco is to blame, not to blame, to thank for the massive push that UK hardcore is having at the minute. Literally not
We
even
need to get on it
UK,
then, really.
every European hardcore small band that you see, if you flick the record over, it says produced by Jonah Falco on the back of it.
All right.
Because he's a fucking badass. The whole of Fucked Up of not only like they got Gallows to support them on one of their first UK tours, and then Gallows got so big that they supported Gallows and like returned the favour, and then just disappeared for years and just ended up doing a load of production stuff and like really being involved in the scene, but from like took a bit of a back step to it.
Yeah.
And they've done so much for the fucking hardcore scene in the UK. It's unreal. But like seeing them live, I've never seen them. You've seen them, haven't you?
Fucked Up, yeah.
It'll be
Amazing.
amazing. I remember going to
Fucked Up are the best live band I've ever seen.
See, I remember going to a record shop with you and Ash in
And
Brighton.
that was when I watched them with Gallows. He was just saying when they supported Gallows, and
So-
I was literally fucking. I remember being stood in the crowd. I think I might have said this before, and they just looked like a patchwork quilt of a band.
Yeah.
Like they didn't match. Like a guitarist and the drummer and maybe two guitarists and the drummer looked like they were from like the Ordinary Boys. The lead singer's just like this massive. He was a lot fat a bit back then as well. Just a massive topless hardcore guy. And then there's a girl on bass who's like, and she seems quite like she looks bookwormish.
Yeah.
I mean, none of them really look. And then the other guitarist looks like quite hippie-ish guy. So it's just they just didn't look like they were a band, and I was like, "Who the fuck are these?" And like we didn't know who they because it was Gallows headlining. I think just under them was Set Your Goals, which, as you can imagine, I wasn't a fucking fan.
They didn't last very long.
No. But Fucked Up before them I think there was someone else before them, but I can't remember. And I was stood in the middle, and they walked out, and this geezer Vinny, I used to be mates. Well, this mate Vinny turned to me and went, that bit of hair in the middle of his head's just really trying to grow, because he had like a bit of a tuft there, like a dark tuft. And as I looked, and I went, that's not hair, that's a bruise. And then they fucking kicked in. He started smashing stuff out his head.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking. It just absolutely went
great,
off.
man. They're people. Not a lot of people know Fucked Up.
No,
but
it should do.
They're so influential. Like, behind the scenes, influential with a lot of shit that you listen to now. Like, if you listen to a lot of hardcore, especially UK hardcore, which is completely different to American hardcore, but if you listen to a lot of UK hardcore punk, then there's someone in Fucked Up that knows what's going on about it. Like, for some reason, they're just changing gears with music at the minute, but no, just a fucking good band. Have you heard?
Will said he listened to David Come to Life the other day, and he didn't know they were playing.
Oh really?
Didn't know they were playing that album. He just listened to it the other day.
Yeah.
And he went, fucking hell, we ripped him off. I went, yes, I'm very heavily inspired by it, especially the first.
I remember going to a record shop with you and Ash,
which might be dropped because it sounds just like Fucked Up.
I remember going to a record shop with you and Ash, and I found Magical Mystery Tour, and then I found Glass Boys by Fucked Up, and I was like, fucking Glass Boys, and I bought that.
The first one we went into.
I bought Glass Boys. Remember when you came to watch us in Sheffield?
Yeah.
At that record shop.
Oh yeah, you carried it with you all night.
Yeah. I bought Glass Boys that day.
Well, the owner of the shop thought that the band was called Glass Boys and the album was called Fucked Up.
Yeah. He went, is this Fucked Up by the Glass Boys? And I went, no.
It's the other way around, mate. Yeah.
Just Glass Boys by
Well, have you heard
Fucked
the new one that they brought out? What was it, Year of the Horse? I think it was. So they brought out. It might be called the Year of the Horse or something of the Horse.
They do loads. They did like Year of the.
Yeah, but the Year of the Horse is a 4-part album.
Yeah.
So there's 4 different albums. The Year of the Horse Part 1, which is the whole album. Part 2, it's the most front to back piece of music that I've ever listened to. That's like so coherent, and it's amazing.
Oh, something that makes you want to listen to it.
Yeah. So the songs are only like a minute long.
Yeah.
But it's like just flows like the whole album, like the whole 4 albums.
They're so good like that.
As in, like, if you played them all back to back, like they would just bleed into the next.
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
It's like if you listen to David Comes to Life by Fucked Up, it's an incredible album. It's an incredible album. Like,
they fuse so many genres into one. It's like you got a hardcore singer, but then you've also got like there's orchestral moments especially in Glass Boys. There's a few orchestral bits, but like not in like a black metal sense, but in like a to build tension.
Yeah.
And then it like sort of drops, but then you've got like a necro sound hardcore over the top of it. It's insane. It's so good. It's weird. It's weird, but it's good. I can imagine it translating really well.
David Comes to Life is a rock opera, by the way.
Yeah. It is.
That's
the perfect way to explain it.
Yeah.
But I feel like as soon as you say rock opera or like anything theatrical, people automatically think black metal.
It's like a rock opera. You'd say is, or the other word for it is. What did Mastodon do?
It's like
concept, like a concept album, innit? That's what I mean. Like when it's like a concept for the whole album.
Oh, because there's a story with it.
Yeah, there's a story. Yeah. Basically, it's about a guy called David who works. He comes to life.
Have you got an album for next week?
Oh, we haven't. No. Well, what we do?
It's your turn, innit? Because Ash said the last one.
Well, we've had a few right in, but it's
the 2 that we both know.
I'll let you. Well, someone said Ride the Lightning. I've heard that.
Yeah.
I fucking heard that.
What was the other one?
It was Mark Turner. Yeah,
Mark
we
Turner.
know what Ride the Lightning is.
Mate, I've heard Ride the Lightning. For fuck's sake. Honest to God.
So I'm either going Frank Zappa or what started the conversation or our first example.
Who else said? Someone sent me a Ellie. I can't remember what she sent me, but I looked at it and I was like, no, sorry, Ellie, I'm not watching.
Okay, so I'm going to say Frank Zappa, Shaky Booty.
Yeah.
Or Phoebe Bridgers.
Which one? Which Phoebe Bridgers though? Stranger in the Alps.
Go with Phoebe Bridgers. I've
Don't
had a lot
go
of
with
jazz.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Yeah, Frank Zappa's not jazz.
Frank Zappa was jazz for quite a long period.
Fair amount of jazz.
I wouldn't ever put him on a jazz playlist.
Really?
Yeah, but would you put Tom Waits as jazz though?
No.
Tom Waits had a jazz period though.
Yeah, he did, but it was jazzy. He was jazz influenced.
Yeah, but it was
jazz.
the same with Frank Zappa though.
Especially when he was playing jazz. But yeah, Frank Zappa. Like there was some Zappa on at the shop the other day, and
Zappa is sick.
Okay, go Shaky Booty.
Shaky Booty.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's either that or Phoebe.
It can't be Phoebe. He's gonna hate it.
He will hate Phoebe.
Go on, give Phoebe. Because you two love it.
We all 3 of us do.
Oh, do you love it? Yeah, of course you do. Well, you 3 love it then.
Do you know what I was saying the other day?
So give us some Phoebe, and then maybe we'll all be like
fanboys.
We'll be fanboys of Phoebe Bridgers.
When I went to that record
Which
shop
album?
the other day.
It's a tough one to get him to like it though, isn't it? Because
Dude, it's not. Are you even gonna cry? Or you're gonna be like, this is shit dross.
Yeah.
I've got
I
a
think
feeling.
Sad girl. It's fully sad girl music.
I think
Is it?
Yeah.
Punisher-
I don't mind sad girl music.
Punisher has
Punisher's the best album, but
Punisher's-
Stranger
Yeah.
Alps is.
Yeah, I'll go Strange to the
It's-
Alps.
yeah.
It's got Street. It's got I See You. It's like track wise, I think it's got
What's it called?
Stranger in the Alps.
It's A Stranger
Just Stranger
in the Alps.
in the Alps.
Yeah.
That was the first album, and the second album was Punisher.
When I went to HMV the other day, I was like flicking through records, and it was like the 2 for 40 bin, and Aim was behind me, and I was like just going through it, fucking this one, and I was like Rise and Fall of Ziggy's out. It's like that's best Dave Bowie album in my opinion.
Fuck me.
And
Yes,
then I
it
was just
is.
going through
Yes, it is.
all of them, and then I was like, what do you like? You like Bob
With the
Dylan?
Hunky Dory.
Hunky Dory.
I was like, you like Bob Dylan, don't you? And she's like, yeah, I love Bob Dylan. I was like, I'm not a massive fan
love
of Bob
Dylan.
Dylan. And she goes, what? And I was like, I like one Bob Dylan album.
Which one?
Because I like it's called Modern Times. It came out in
Yeah, yeah,
2006. It's
Wait,
like
not Blonde on Blonde.
no, that was my childhood album.
Not
Like,
Freewheeling.
No. And then I said to her, I like my music to have a bit of attitude, and I like getting punched in the face when I listen to a song. And then I was just thinking, that's a lie, because I like Phoebe Bridges.
Yeah.
That was like the softest slap you'll ever feel.
Early Dylan was
I've got
fucking
a question.
Okay.
Right. If I'm listening to Stranger in the Alps by Phoebe Bridges, by Phoebe Bridges,
Yep.
who will I be listening to after? What do you reckon?
I reckon
well.
you'll be listening to
If we're going from
Behemoth.
if we go, if we're going from Queen to the Woo, and what was the second one you had me listening to? Was that
Thelonious
Thelonious Monk?
Thelonious Monk.
Thelonious Monk. I listened. What did I listen to after that? I think it was just some hardcore punk. I think.
Yeah, might have been. I can't remember.
So
And then it
I
was
yeah.
And it was Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull to the
Tull's
Cramps.
and Death
and then
Grips.
Jurassic 5 to back to Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I suppose it was.
Because
yeah.
you'd listen to Jurassic 5 and it was like, it just made me want to buy that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I bought that. Yeah.
And then also the heat from that's going to warp the shit out of your record.
yeah.
So and
If you listen to Stranger in the Alps by Phoebe Bridges, you're either going to cry and it's going to change your life and you're going to be like, I love white girl music so much. Or you're going to be like, fuck every white girl
what have they
ever.
got me listening to? This
Honestly, dude,
fucking
Phoebe
one.
Bridges
I
is
think
so
as well
fucking good.
with Phoebe Bridges, you need to put yourself in an environment to listen to it. Like you listen to Snarky Puppy whilst you've been on a walk.
Yeah.
Phoebe Bridges would be good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight
Go on a
up.
walk.
So I listened to Phoebe most, other than last year. Actually, no, like probably last year when I was driving back from work, when I worked at Subside, like on weekends. If it was like 8 a.m, I'd finish work at 6.
Yeah.
I had like a couple of fucking beers afterwards and stuff like that, or just like chill out. And then when I was coming back from work, that's when I would listen to it the most.
Do you know what's mad about it? Because she's going on tour next year, ain't she?
This year.
So this year,
she's
yeah.
quite,
I've got
she's
tickets.
recent, isn't she?
No, she's been around for a while.
Yeah, she has been around.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
but she's still
no,
she's
less than 10 years.
still putting stuff out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's about to go on
yeah.
tour. So
Um,
because Punisher came out right before lockdown,
Okay.
so she hasn't had a chance to.
Honestly,
tour that
I
album.
just think she's literally done the soundtrack to Punisher. That's all is in my head.
I think the thing is with Phoebe Bridges as well, like listening to her music and watching live performances, it doesn't translate.
Yeah.
Because when
Yeah.
you like, I've only seen live
What,
performances
from album to live.
Yeah,
shows.
yeah. Like I've seen live shows and she's got such a punk attitude.
Yeah, dude,
Such a
100%.
punk attitude.
Like her like main
If-
symbol
if,
is near black metal font.
Yeah.
It's her name in black metal font.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, yeah.
ironic
Like,
though.
It is ironic,
Yeah.
but everything she has got a proper punky ethos. Nah, she ain't Alanis, man.
Is there, who would you say she's like then?
No one.
No, yeah.
A
No,
lot of
honestly-
people, mate, like literally, like
Come on, she's got to be like
Oberst.
someone like
Oh, yeah,
singing
but
wise,
she-
Kate Bush.
she
Well,
performed
no,
with
like Conor Burst, like Bright
yeah.
Eyes, she is that
Yeah,
way.
she-
Yeah, but it
Like
was
the Shins
Better
or
Oblivion Community. They were
yeah,
together,
yeah.
weren't
That's
they?
how I've discovered her.
Are we saying
Yeah.
a bit Kate Bushish?
No,
No.
definitely
no, she
not.
honestly is
I
like
like Kate Bush.
she's like the Shins. She's like Bright Eyes. She's like that. What was that record label? Saddle Creek.
Couldn't
Like she
name it.
fits perfectly on Saddle Creek.
Yeah.
Those kinds of bands. Like
Like Elliott Smith, she's
Yeah,
the
it's
female
a favourite
version of
artist.
Elliott Smith.
What's the musicality of it? Is it piano, guitars?
guitar,
No,
guitar,
it's
and
guitar,
some piano,
yeah.
but a lot of guitar.
Okay.
Like when she performs live,
Acoustic.
like, so she did. It's sad girl music. So sometimes it's
Dude, sad girls can
Do you
listen
wanna hear
to
a
fucking
snippet, mate?
metal.
no, it's
yeah.
it can be electric
Yeah.
as well.
But go on, give us a snippet.
So you're
but
going to
not
listen
from
to
that
Strange in
album.
the Alps, yeah?
what are you
so I'll
going
put-
on?
I'll
Go,
put-
I see you.
No, because that's like
No,
a happy
no.
song.
Yeah, don't put one on that's on the album I'm going to listen to.
No, that's Punisher.
Yeah, put something on from another album.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Literally,
you've
if
had
you're going
5 seconds of
like it,
Phoebe
you
Bridges.
fuck.
Visually, it's a bit of a A dull day.
It's a beautiful record.
No,
I love
fucking
it.
is, man. I think the first album flows better because the things I prefer, like a chill version of Kyoto and with Motion Sickness.
Yeah.
The version she did with piano on Jimmy Fallon was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Like we had the Christmas backdrop. But I think, if you listen to it, it's one of them where if your mindset has to be an element of this. If you want to listen to something chill, put it on that day.
Like I said, either go
If
for
you
a
want
walk
punk,
or be
I
pretentious.
can't
with
chill to
whiskey
Phoebe
and-
Bridgers. That's the least chill music there is.
No, I can.
Well, because it makes you
Dude,
emotional.
and Phoebe
Shoot yourself in
Bridgers
the
and
face.
Bon Iver is the least chill
Nah,
music.
Bon Iver is super fucking chill,
No,
man.
he's not, dude. He's on about fucking killing himself every hour.
I'm cool with that.
Fuck that,
That's
dude.
how
That
I
is
chill.
not chill.
That's how I
not
chill.
Bon Iver's
You
probably
can't
a
chill
good,
to lyrical
a good,
content, then, can you?
No,
good
no, you
comparison.
can't chill to fucking heavy lyrical content at all.
No, Bon Iver's probably a good comparison.
Bon Iver's, Bon Iver's. Well, the first two Bon Iver
I've not
albums.
listened. I've not heard Bon
You're
Iver.
not-
I always listen to
I say Bon Iver. I say Bon. I know they're
It's-
called
it's-
Bon Iver,
yeah,
but
Bon
I
Iver.
call
Is
them
it Bon Iver?
That's
What's
how
it
they.
mean?
I don't know. It's French for some shit, probably.
Good. Bon's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the album?
Good
There's Bon
Iver.
Iver self-titled. and there's
that's the second
Forever I
album.
Love You.
Forever ago.
Forever. Yeah,
Was their first
I
album.
like that. Have you heard
His
the
first
Have you heard the
album.
newest one?
I don't like the newer stuff.
It's good, man.
Oh,
Like
Symphony?
22 million or whatever it was.
Yeah, some
I was-
symphony. I
Bird,
The thing
Birdie
is-
is like Phoebe Bridgers as well.
Birdie,
Birdie.
With
Yeah.
the Skinny
I
Love
don't,
cover.
I don't like Birdie.
Birdie. Well, the Birdie song.
No, the Birdie
Skinny
song.
Love, which is a Bon Iver song. Bon Iver
Wait,
song. Yeah.
What is her hit?
Who, Phoebe?
Yeah.
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
Yeah,
How's
which
that go?
is,
Sing it to me.
to be fair though, Kyoto's very
Sing it
different
to
to the
me.
rest of the album
It
because
is.
it's really
Right,
upbeat.
Yeah.
Sing it to me.
But there's a version she did with a like toy keyboard on,
yeah.
and it's fucking so good.
Hold on, let me skip to the chorus.
All the horns.
All the horns that you don't like because it's jazz.
Wait,
I don't just.
hang on. It's coming.
By the way, we can't get copyright stricken for this because
Yeah,
it's
we're
fucking
talking
fair use.
over it. Oh yeah, it's fair
Yeah.
use.
Freak show on the weekend, so I've been driving out to
I love this song so
It's
much.
fucking good.
to park at the Goodwill and stare at the chemtrails.
Not looking good, boys.
My little
But it's a different
brother.
album. It's a different
This,
album.
yeah,
that
And
song's
that's-
about her dad as well.
That's like
Okay.
the only really.
Also, why are we trying to sell it to
Upbeat
Cenk?
fucking-
He's not going to like it.
Yeah.
So
No,
why are we
no,
trying to sell it to
no.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
No,
We'll
it's
see,
not.
we'll see.
I think all
I
I'm
might
trying,
like
to,
it, I
all I'm
might
trying
like
to do is make sure that when you listen to it, you're in the right space to listen to it.
Yeah.
Imagine next week comes in blonde wig,
Yeah.
Phoebe Bridgers t-shirt
The
on.
skeleton.
I
the
love
skeleton-
Phoebe
the
Bridgers.
skeleton
Yeah.
t-shirt, the skeleton fucking outfit, man. Dude, honestly,
Just crying his eyes
I'll
out.
put it like this, right? Phoebe Bridgers tickets went on sale about 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I've never been as excited for a show.
I
as
still
I
haven't got
am.
my
Where is
ticket.
it?
In Birmingham.
Brixton
He's going
Academy.
Brixton,
Come Brixton Academy.
I'm going
Tom
Birmingham.
Heathcote and Ash
What
Edmonds, I know
venue?
you're watching.
Say again.
Come
What
Brixton
venue?
Academy.
The what?
Academy.
Academy.
But like, honestly, I've never been this excited for a
Yeah.
show. In
I
my
can't
life.
go to the Birmingham one because I'm at a hardcore festival the
Oh,
day
really?
before. So
Where
I'm
is
gonna fucking wash my eyes with Death Heaven and fucking and whoever else is playing one step closer and
Phoebe's
turn
Oh,
the
perfect afterwards.
So is Phoebe the
and then I've got to go
24th?
see Phoebe Bridgers the
I
next
can't remember.
day.
No, because Phoebe's in June and playing Birmingham in June, and then she's playing London in
So this is
July.
Outbreak, is that what you're going to?
Yeah, Outbreak. No, she's playing. July is London.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, let's all go to fucking London one
I'm
day.
yeah,
down
we'll
from
do that
London
then.
as well.
Come London show because I can't be. I
Yeah,
can't
because
go
I
Birmingham.
can't go to the Academy
Birmingham
one.
one.
Yeah, because I'm at Stones the next day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll be going to
Okay then.
I'll see.
London. Then.
Like, if
Whether
you watch-
I come or
if
not,
you
I'll
like
see if I
her-
like it.
If you like her as well, there's a on YouTube. She played Red Rocks. You know the venue Red
Yeah,
Rocks.
yeah.
And there's like but with no audience.
Where's
it's
she
all-
from?
America.
She's American.
She's American, yeah. But there's if you watch that, there's no crowd because it was like during COVID.
Yeah.
So she's playing to like her family and
Is
stuff
Red
like
Rocks like Colorado?
that. I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
What's she playing?
It's like a
So
fucking.
she's live.
It's
So
almost
she's
like
got a
an
full
amp-
band.
Okay,
It's like an amphitheater.
Yeah,
sort of thing,
yeah.
Isn't it?
It's a
that?
natural
Yeah.
amphitheater, yeah. So there's both of them made it more
Yeah.
fitting, but it was an actual one, which is why they picked the spot. But she plays there, and it's like a big deal if you play Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in America, or if you're from America at least.
Yeah.
So she plays there but with no crowd noise. She's doing like crowd noise, like,
Yeah.
and it's honestly one of.
I don't think I've ever even seen her.
It's the best live performance.
She's fit, man.
She's fucking.
You would have.
dreamy.
You would have. When on the Christmas
Don't be so
episode, Alfie brought in a picture of Phoebe Bridgers.
I know, but
yeah.
it's that was very small,
Yeah,
wasn't
it's the album cover.
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
So
Saw
you
her
can't
face,
see
so
You
it,
showed
yeah.
me about Phoebe Bridges.
She's fine.
Let's have a look.
100% with Maria. I'd date her and then dump her just to see what she'd write about me. You know what I mean?
That's Taylor Swift
Yeah,
attitude.
nah,
isn't
but
it?
like I want Phoebe Bridgers.
Yeah, she's fairly good looking.
She's fucking beautiful, and honestly, she's hilarious.
Oh, by the way, she got molested by Marilyn Manson. I don't think we ever saw this.
Well,
Yeah.
no, she didn't get molested.
When you flip past that, I was like,
Yeah.
She went
what
to,
the fuck?
She went to his house when she was like 14 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he
No,
actually.
he took her to like the touchy room or something like that.
yeah, but he didn't actually do
touchy
anything to her. Like she left before anything happened.
Yeah, well, she got fingered in the arse by Marilyn Manson.
No,
You heard it here first.
that's not what
Off the
happened.
Go to Sessions podcast.
That's not what happened.
Yeah,
Top level journalism. Phoebe Bridgers
Fuck
got
Marilyn
fingered
Manson.
by Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Fuck Marilyn
You
Manson.
heard it
So
here
have you
first.
seen like he put up loads of the
Well, these headphones are whack.
court
Yeah, they're mine. They're usually mine.
Okay.
basically
film a pain, bitch.
you know when they redact information and stuff like that and you've got all the legal forms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He put loads of them up on his Instagram and was like, the truth will come out. And it was about basically throwing out, is it Evan Rachel Woods?
Yeah.
Is that his ex?
Yeah.
I'm not sitting on a fence. I'm like, currently based on information I've read, the guy looks like an asshole.
Yeah, shit guy anyway. Fucking shit
And
music.
the thing is, it's how I used to love Marilyn Manson.
Wank.
No, it's early Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, 90s
Some early
Marilyn Manson was
Manson.
fucking
Spooky
tight.
Kids.
Some was-
No, like later that, like Portrait of American Family, Antichrist
No, it's not,
Superstar.
mate. It's like, look at me, I'm edgy as fuck.
Lunchbox.
But he was edgy. Yeah, that's what Portrait of American
Tourniquet.
Family.
No, he weren't edgy, dude.
No, he was.
No, he wasn't.
He
dude.
was.
No, that
You
is the
were
opposite
born-
of edge, dude.
No.
If you are headlining festival sets, that's the opposite of
No,
edge.
okay, I get that, but what I'm saying to you is that in terms of what he was against,
He's
Thing
against
at the time.
religion, but he's okay fingering kids. What
I'm
the
not,
that's
I'm not. Again, I want to stress, I'm not defending Marilyn Manson
Yeah,
here.
we're not doing
But
this.
the
What
shit
I'm
music-
saying to you is that in the 90s when he was around, he was kind of like against what was the perceived 4.2 like fucking or 2.4 like American Family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
like
was,
nuclear family.
He was bringing, essentially, that's what he was against.
Yeah,
and he
cool.
was like bringing Satan into your home.
Yeah, but
because he was so
Satan's
big as
whack
well.
as fuck,
No,
though.
I get that. I'm not saying it's okay, but what I'm saying is he was controversial at the time.
Yeah, it's
Like when-
controversial,
and
but
like
that doesn't mean
especially,
that-
especially after Columbine, 'cause when Columbine happened in '99, and like apparently the trenchcoat mafia as they were listening to like Marilyn Manson was one of the artists they
Yeah,
listened
yeah,
to,
yeah.
and he got so much fucking heat because of it.
Yeah.
And like people were like burning his records before shows. He was banned from playing venues and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I think
So when I'm saying edgy, what I mean is he went against what was the socially
The norm.
acceptable rock.
No, but
yeah.
I think that is an oxymoron in itself. I think that, like you being edgy and you naming yourself after fucking
Serial
Charles
killer.
Manson and shit
Yeah.
is the complete opposite, because Charles Manson was a crazy Christian murderer, Aryan race loving
Yeah.
Nazi, and you're going against religion, but then you're also naming yourself after.
But
a
that's the
fucking
point.
Aryan.
The name is
That was the whole band.
the
though.
whole name was like
It was
an
meant to be
oxymoron in itself,
controversial,
though,
yeah.
because it's Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson, the
It
two
was
opposite
more-
people.
yeah.
that you could put
Okay.
together.
So all
It
of
was
the
like
world, there's
the
Madonna
two-
Wayne
it
Gacy, there
was
was
like-
Daisy Berkowitz.
The Marilyn Manson thing was more like the two most famous people of a certain time in history.
Yeah.
But contrasting and what they're famous.
The massive, like
So
the
every-
60s, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
most famous people. of the
Everyone
60s.
basically, everyone in the band originally was named
70s.
After a serial killer
And a model
and
or a-
a model
or a
or pin-up
starlet.
or something like that. Yeah.
Well, okay, so we're saying that.
So
So
like
Madonna
Madonna
Wayne
Gacy.
Gacy.
Yeah, but you're saying that-
Gingerfish.
So,
Yeah.
So you're saying that it's like, oh, he's edgy, man. He was fucking.
I'm
first
not
of his
saying
kind.
I thought he was fucking edgy. What I'm saying was that if you're someone who you don't want your kids listening to angry devil music,
But it's not angry devil music.
but that's
though.
what it's not. But there is no fucking angry devil
then-
music. Even fucking
then-
black metal bands, other than
It's like you know when like Ozzy got loads of shit because of Satanic Panic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Time. Obviously, there's probably like back then there were probably underground bands that were like legit being
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kill people and fucking Satan.
But what
and
he did
there's
was
this-
mainstream.
But yeah, because Ozzy was in the limelight.
Do you remember
can
when
see him
Eminem
there.
toured with a hockey
You know what
mask
I mean?
and a fucking chainsaw?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
the same kind of thing.
I get
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I don't. Marilyn Manson is not edgy though.
To you, he's
No,
not.
no.
And the thing
Edgy
is,
in the eyes of some like you know
People who's trying to rebel against a certain way.
I
just
just like
think
a
I-
9 to
if
5. Someone with
if
two
you're a
kids.
fucking school teacher, right?
No, but he's
and-
full oxymoron though. Like the whole character, the whole being of him is just full.
But I think
feel-
he knew that. I think the whole
Yeah.
thing was for him was
But
that
that's cool.
he
whatever
was a
the-
dorky kid.
So
like, he
whatever
was-
then.
yeah.
So why is he so revered then? Like there's the
Because at the time, no, because it's easy. You know, right? One thing is looking back now and seeing what he is now, and he's an overweight fucking like
Yeah, fat
parody of
cunt,
himself.
mate.
He's a parody of himself now.
Joy's real name is Brian
Brian
Warner.
Warner, yeah. It's like Kiss though. You can look at Kiss now as being like you
but
know,
no one
a
ever
tongue in
took
cheek-
Kiss seriously.
They
though.
did.
But you.
Look, Kiss got banned. There were
Yeah.
parents against Kiss. There
There
were
were people that
groups.
thought it was Kiss stood for Knights
No,
in
I-
Satan's
Yeah,
Service.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Play records
understand.
backwards. They were
I
like,
do understand it, but like I don't think you can be edgy and then also be like in the mainstream.
Well, I
I
think-
really don't.
Okay,
I
the
think
thing
the
is,
difference is
I don't think I'm definitely not really saying he's edgy.
I'm not saying he's edgy.
I don't think he was
But I
that
think
edgy.
if you're
But
not
if I was
straight,
if I was like a normal,
Yeah, but
like,
people thought that about the Beatles, though.
that's what I'm saying, and Elvis and people like that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you have to think as well, what the difference with Marilyn Manson then to Marilyn Manson now, and like in terms of what's controversial, is we're so, like, you can see, watch fucking Twitter and see people get blown up.
Let me
now.
say this. That
wasn't happening back then.
Yeah.
Back then, when he was probably at his most famous, and he was, you know, slight satanic panic and stuff like that. I was going to school, and people I knew would go in Green Day hoodies. in school.
Green Day was,
and
hoodies
someone
were the thing
who was like, you know, into the fairly normal, you know, stuff like whatever was, you know, popular at the time, would walk past someone in a fucking Green Day and go, "Whoa, Green Day!"
Yeah.
And Green Day aren't
that.
Are they? You know what I
but
mean?
you're both speaking from a perspective of being like high school in the 90s, like this is new, when in reality it really ain't new. And like pushing buttons,
but we're
pushing the older generation's buttons has been happening for fucking
Of
30
course it
years
has.
prior to that.
That was the whole thing that were with shock value. That was what they were trying
But
to go for.
I don't think he was that shock value.
To you, he's not, because you know fucked up shit.
We're
You know
saying,
darker bands. You know, like fucking.
But when you're coming from like, I mean,
But
you
the
can
edgiest
argue the
thing
same
you've
with, like,
seen
rock and roll
is
in the
probably
50s.
Alice Cooper,
It was
right?
like-
What in the when?
No,
The
but
early
what I'm saying
90s?
is, yeah. So
Yeah,
if
but
you,
the early 90s, the Norwegian black metal movement was happening.
yeah, but that wasn't mainstream.
no
Yes, it
one
was
knew
very
about it.
No, it
mainstream.
wasn't. No, right.
Yes, it was. They were fucking burning
compared to
churches left,
Manson,
right, and centre.
compared to Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, I
Okay.
reckon so. Yeah,
I was-
especially in the UK.
right, okay,
I think in America, no, but
Right.
in the UK,
I was there, so take my word for it. For someone who lived through it, and like that was I was 15, like in '97. Right, so Marilyn Manson's second album came out, like Antichrist came out in '96. So
Yeah.
that was him at his peak, at that initial peak, right? Mayhem's The Mysterious came out in '94.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, even fucking metal fans, not all of them know who Mayhem
It
were.
would have even been,
Everyone knew.
even harder to get
Yeah.
your hands on.
Like,
Mayhem.
keep in
Okay,
mind,
so-
wait. Marilyn Manson did a song on Not a Fucking Another Teen Movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Presley was in the fucking video for it.
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson was only edgy because he earns money from the media. So the media. So there was so much shit happening before Marilyn Manson. So there was the late 70s fascist movement in the skinheads.
Yeah.
There was the late 70s punk movement. There was the early 70s punk movement. There was so much shit happening that pissed old people off that just never got reported. So like the late 70s fascist movement never got reported because no one knew what was happening, and it just overwhelmed this whole scene. And then Marilyn Manson came in and it was profitable for media companies. So I weren't there in it. I can presume that the Norwegian black metal movement and the Eastern European black metal movement was more news in the UK than it was in America.
Probably.
Yeah.
Even that wasn't big news
More
here.
than-
It
more
weren't
than
big
America.
news because it was a genuine threat and people were genuinely
It's
scared.
not only that, but the thing is, like, it wasn't news because they just weren't that big a band. They were
it
within the
doesn't
scene.
matter within
I'll put
how
it like
big a
this:
band
if
is.
you
though.
go out to any fucking metal club and you ask for a song of The Mysterious, the DJ's probably gonna say nah.
No,
if you
no,
ask for
'cause
any
it's shit,
Manson
though.
song, right? But what I'm saying, it wasn't accessible. Manson
No, it
was.
weren't- no.
Manson's biggest song at that point was a cover of "Sweet Dreams" by the Eurythmics.
What I'm trying to say is he's not edgy because he ticks the boxes of the mainstream. So like you said, you could go to a DJ and he'll play Marilyn Manson because it'll fit with a mainstream crowd.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not edgy. You go to Mayhem is not edgy at all. It's like fucking paint by numbers black metal band. First black metal band you think
Yeah,
of, think
yeah.
of Mayhem. But if you go to a DJ and say play Mayhem, they're like, no, fuck no. It's
But I
because
think it's in the
Marilyn
same
Manson
way.
is like fits the edgy culture within the mainstream. But if you go outside the mainstream, whether you
It's
go
not
north or
because of
south
that. It's
of it-
because his music was still accessible enough that the mainstream would have
yeah,
heard
exactly.
it.
But it's only accessible because it's out there, though.
but
and
that's
it's
what
only
it is,
accessible because albums are being
It's because
sold.
"Sweet Dreams" has been heard on the radio and been
Yeah, and
featured in
because labels
films.
have been picking him up.
Yeah, it
though.
is. But what I'm saying is because of the genre of music he was in was an accessible genre of music.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas black metal wasn't.
No,
Like,
yeah.
for example, Slipknot were huge and controversial when they first came out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when they first came out, I mean, now they're not. People don't see Slipknot as
Yeah,
being
yeah, yeah,
controversial
yeah.
now.
Now it's Radio Rock.
Right, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But when they first came out, they were hugely controversial.
yeah.
Right, but a part of that was because the music they released was probably not as successful as Manson was because it was heavier, it was louder, but it was still accessible enough
It was more because
to be in the public zeitgeist.
Because Marilyn Manson, like, as he may have been, like, he, you know, fairly striking visually,
yeah.
but like he did like sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
And that was a massive
It wasn't.
thing back
It
then.
wasn't shouty. It wasn't
Like,
screamy. It was
like,
singing.
Screaming
Because they're the
back
same
in the
with,
day
like-
was fucking like. It was kind of like split people down the middle.
Yeah, completely.
Like, there was people like there were metal dudes that were like, I'm so big. I'm into fucking metal. And he'd be like the screaming stuff. They'd be like, no, fuck the screaming.
Yeah, but screaming started in like the
but then like the other way as well.
It did,
No, it did.
When you
but
talk about like Pantera and like Slayer and bands like that at the time, again, you can easily say like Screaming Jay Hawkins screamed on like his records. Why it was called fucking Screaming Jay Hawkins?
Yeah, but I'm not saying the screaming or the quality of the music or the content of the music. I'm just saying Marilyn Manson was only edgy because he was put in that place by the media at the time.
Yeah.
I think the media thought we can't have someone that's too fucking mad.
Well, it's
like
the thing
Mayhem.
I don't think it was that.
Dude, it fully is.
I think, can I just give you an alternate perception on it? I think it was that they couldn't ignore him.
No, they could ignore him though, because they could all ignore band. They could ignore the whole Eastern European metal movement.
I think, right, kind of, record companies will know more than fucking anyone that kids want to buy what pisses off their parents.
Yeah.
So they would. So whoever signed Marilyn Manson must have been
Trent
literally
Reznor?
going fucking.
It was
yes.
Trent Reznor.
Was it Trent Reznor?
Like, no, literally, he was the first signing on his. Basically, he was signed to Interscope.
Yeah.
But the label was called Nothing Records. It was Trent Reznor who gave him his first record album.
Well, that and then obviously like more mainstream success. That was it. It was music it was that generation's music to piss your parents off with.
NWA,
whether you're in it, whether you're into it or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's probably people. They're probably like I know a few people. Like my friend from school, she fucking still loves Marilyn Manson. But I promise you now, there were some kids in that bought the album, bought the T-shirt, wore it to fucking non-uniform day, whatever. That weren't that big into his fucking music.
But
probably just wore the T-shirts to fuck off the chavs, to fuck off the parents, and just to say fuck off. Really.
Yeah.
So
I do think the comparison.
And he was marketed as that.
No, he
because
was.
he's had fucking an album called Antichrist Superstar.
Yeah, it was very much. His aim wasn't pissing off people in this country or Europe. It was all American.
Yeah,
that's what it was. It was almost like an all American kind of like anti-hero.
I get that,
dude.
But the thing that isn't edgy about it is the fact that it has been pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. It isn't edgy. Do you know when people say like industry plant? I'm not saying Marilyn Manson was an industry plant at all, but I'm saying that someone.
No, because he was no one before it.
No, yeah, but
no, because like you go to the 50s, for example, when like Elvis or even Johnny Cash, whatever, was doing their shit, and like you've before them got like your suburban Christian rock bands, and then Elvis and Johnny Cash are still singing about shit, but because of how like teenage girls and boys were reacting to that music, it was out of the norm for how these suburban families were expecting their kids to act, and they hated it.
And especially,
they didn't want them all.
You've got to keep in mind as well, in the 90s as well, was in the back of when that whole thing with Judas Priest and they're playing the records backwards.
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot more of a thing then. Like, people now realise, like, they used to try and ban video games. Like, Exorcist was banned at that time in this country.
That's why he did so well. Was
he
came off the back of the whole
completely
scared mother.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
And that's why he was going after.
Satanic Panic.
But like, he basically came around at the perfect time, and his music was accessible enough for him to be as big as he is.
But I don't think he was edgy though.
I don't think he necessarily was.
No, yeah. Like
but again, I think the problem is you're looking at this from somebody.
It was like when I was a kid and you listen to Slipknot, and when you're a kid, you're like, "Wow, they wear masks and they fucking."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like in reality, no.
Dude, there was shit about Marilyn Manson. Like it was just like.
Yeah,
rumors
there was
shit.
like he ripped
the same with Slipknot, the ribs thing.
So you know, like
the whole ribs thing,
and then the fucking Slipknot were like, it was fucking for years. Like everyone just thought they didn't ever take their fucking mask off. And they were legit insane.
Yeah.
Which in actual fact, they were just on stage and doing that shitty head tilt thing.
The new metal head tilt.
Do you know what one of the fucking weakest things you will ever see? If you go on YouTube and
it's when they're posing.
Oh god, it's so much cock.
And they're just doing different poses. Yeah,
like giving it all of that.
It's problematic.
And it's literally the lamest thing I've ever seen.
Fucking is.
Like they're on a red carpet at the fucking Grammys.
I do think,
and they've got the masks and a suit, and like one of them's just kind of putting their hands up weird, and not the clown one's fucking. Honest to God, no.
I think the thing is like,
you're as edgy
who
as a
now
Satsuma.
Is that who's a controversial artist now, or in the last 10 years?
Kanye.
No, but look, Kanye isn't for content though. Kanye isn't going against the norm. Kanye's controversial because his life choices, not because of his music.
Yeah.
So
I don't think there really is any.
that's what I mean. I don't think
mainstream
shock
or not?
value now sells. I think that's why it's not a thing.
Yeah.
In the mainstream.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's too much shit going on.
That's what I mean. When the world fucking overtook shock value,
Yeah.
it was like.
No, I don't think that happened. I think shock value is just there's no such thing as shock value.
I think if it is, that's exactly what I was about to say. I think because now, if you look at what films were like in the fucking 90s and what was a gory film then, and then watch something like Fear Street. Fear Street isn't by any means an incredible film. They made 3 of them, right? Around.
Yeah.
I was still in cinema.
They're fucking brutal, man.
Yeah.
Like some of the scenes in them, and I'm like, you never
You'd
would
like
have
it,
got
actually.
away. I think you would like it.
I just never.
I've watched the first 2. They are fucking good. They hold up,
they
man.
are.
But like, it's
on me and Mauve talking. I mentioned about how you don't like Shawshank because there's not enough.
no.
titties.
I think Shawshank's the greatest film.
Not enough tits.
That was not what I said. I think Shawshank's the greatest film of all time.
one of
But
Mauve's
I don't like
films-
saying it's the greatest film of all time. There's enough representation of women.
one of Mauve's films for witches was a film called Suspiria.
Suspiria. Yeah, I've seen Suspiria.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, yeah.
Because Tilda Swinton's the only man.
Oh no, I've seen the original.
The remake.
I've seen
There's
the remake.
one male role, and the only one playing the male role is Tilda Swinton.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay then.
Yeah, I've not seen the original remake.
Yeah, I've seen the
I
original.
could get my
I've
hands
seen
on
the
it
remake.
before the fuckers
Yeah.
obviously doing a fucking episode about witches. Very
Yeah,
famous
yeah.
witch film.
But no, yeah, my argument with anyway, fuck the film. Shawshank. Yeah, my point with Manson is I think at the time it was.
Do you think it's just convenient
Controversy.
who it was?
I think controversy sold. I think that's why Eminem did so fucking well.
Exactly, dude. But
Yeah.
controversy can't sell if it's too controversial.
But one thing I will
it has
say,
to dance.
no,
the
it
line.
has to. And with Manson, he got done for. So Robin Thicke again, 9 Inch Nails signed him. You know how like Dre released Eminem?
Yeah.
It was very much the same kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They were out of Florida. Marilyn Manson were, and 9 Inch Nails kind of like took them on tour with him, and then like, you know what, we're going to sign it. He produced his first 2 albums actually. Trent Reznor did.
Is that Spooky Kids?
So they signed him as Spooky Kids, and then they dropped Spooky Kids. So Portrait of American Family was their first album.
Yeah.
Then I used to be a massive fan as well. I know all this shit. 'Cause I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
growing up, they were fucking huge.
Yeah.
Smells Like Children came afterwards, just like a remix album, and then Antichrist. And Antichrist was when he fucking blew up. Like Beautiful People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Massively
like
so.
the Teen Spirit, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It was just fucking massive.
My
But
cousin used to wind me up because he used to keep saying that Marilyn Manson's my boyfriend, and I wasn't that into Marilyn Manson.
yeah. No, I
I
mean
was
I'm not
watching
now,
for a lot
but
of
like
other
when I
stuff.
was younger, I was proper into him. But like he got done for like public. What's it? We're gonna get your dick out.
Masturbation.
Decency.
Yeah. So but.
Indecent
He also,
exposure.
so Robin Thicke was playing. They were supporting 9 Inch Nails. Robin Thicke's the guitarist from 9 Inch Nails, and he pulled his trousers down and put his flaccid penis in his mouth while they were playing. So he got done for that, and then he got done for. I think he threw a chicken into the crowd or something, and the crowd ripped him up.
Who got him done?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so there
I
was
love that. I just love it. Like, you know, in like, I'm gonna tell my mum I'm gonna get you done.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, don't get me done. Like,
There was
who
a-
got him done?
I
Who got him
don't
done?
know who got him
There
done.
was a similar
Someone's
thing
mom.
with some fucking band in the 70s. I don't know if it was.
There was Ozzy in the back, wasn't there?
No. It's
There was Ozzy in the bat and there was Alice Cooper in the chicken.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
There was
mate.
someone thought it was like some proper something, and he got
No,
thrown
he
into
chucked the chicken got thrown on stage, so Alice Cooper picked it up and chucked it back in,
and he got ripped apart.
and he got
Was
ripped
it-
to
was it-
pieces
John Lennon was there
as a
and-
chicken.
just as a chicken.
No, there was like 2 other
That's
people
how he
watching.
died.
Was it like fucking John Lennon and Jim Morrison right there?
Yeah, they got together and they deep fried it.
Yeah, but like they were both like
They were
at
having
either
nugs
ends of it,
afterwards.
just fucking watching it like the fuck is going on.
Ozzy,
And I think-
Ozzy also
I think
bit
Jim
the
was
head
there
off
like
a dove
no, it
first.
was.
Oh yeah, he did.
Jim,
Yeah.
It was a
Jim
dove,
Morrison,
yeah.
yeah, because it was John Lennon and Jim Morrison at that same gig. John Lennon was there, obviously, like, what the fuck? And Jim Morrison was there going,
Making notes.
throw another one,
Yeah,
throw another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Gotta
Yeah,
love Jim.
yeah, it was the dove first,
Yeah, he
and
bit
then
the head off a
someone
dove, yeah.
threw a bat on stage,
Yeah.
and he thought it was a rubber toy bat, so
So
he
he
tried
bit the
to
head off.
right.
Well, he tried
right,
to
I've got-
replicate the dove
I've got
situation.
yeah. I've got something right. Who think? I mean, Ozzy, obviously. Who thinks they can bite a rubber bat's head off? Like if you tried to bite into
Oh, it's
a
rubber,
hard
rub's
rubber,
hard. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
fucking-
you're going to be fucking pulling it. And
Yeah, but when you got
Mate.
adrenaline going for you and everything
80s
else.
cocaine
Secondly,
was gnarly.
secondly, who goes wrong? I'm gonna see Ozzy. Right.
I'll
take a bat and throw a bat.
I've got to find a bat, catch it.
See, I heard the
take
stories
it.
that the,
I bet after that
a
though,
bat-
he had
a bat
rubber bats
just-
thrown at him every
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
gig.
yeah. He's
You know
like-
what I mean?
I didn't realise someone threw it. I thought the bat just flew into the stage.
No,
No, someone threw it.
Someone
Yeah,
chucked a
someone
bat.
chucked it on
Someone took that's a good
threw
point.
a
Yeah,
bat at
who
him.
had a bat? Who just had a fucking
Also,
long
that's
bat?
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Someone went, oh, I've bought my ticket. Right, okay, I'll get dressed.
You know what it was?
I'll
I
sort
haven't got a
lift.
bat sitter tonight. There's no one who can watch my
Yeah,
play
yeah.
Can we also
bat.
say, like,
I'm
when
gonna take
did,
him with me.
when did throwing shit on stage die out? Because that doesn't happen no more.
Who was it? Oh, fuck.
Is it
was
like post
My
9/11?
Chemical
True,
Romance.
actually.
It
No, I
must
don't
have
think it was
been 2005, 2006.
Reading Festival.
Was
Download.
that everyone threw piss at them?
The piss
Yeah,
bottles.
yeah.
Oh
It was
my
that- they
God.
played
I remember
Reading
being,
the
I
same
remember
year.
being
Who's that
because
for?
it was when
My
that was
Chemical
My
Romance,
Chemical
yeah.
Romance, and I remember being on the hit. Obviously, they moved Download about fucking 3 times.
Yeah,
since
yeah.
then.
Yeah.
But like it was on this big hill, and you could see like
Oh, I remember that.
the side
Yeah,
of
yeah.
you know what I mean, with the big dirt road.
Yeah,
through it.
yeah.
And we were stood there, and honest to God, when they come on stage, the apps, it was like a tidal wave of
Really?
fucking heavy
Yeah,
on
yeah.
bottles.
The worst was
Yeah.
meant to be. I can't. Do you remember
Filled
that
with
band? It was
piss.
2 girls' names. It was something and something. And they did a,
Daphne and Celeste.
that's who it was. Yeah.
How did I fucking
Mate,
know?
honestly, no, nah, for real.
Fuck me.
It was Daphne and Celeste, and they put them on Reading, and they should not put them at Reading. They're
Yeah.
not that band. You
No,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yes, no, I watched something about it the other day. Actually.
And
That's why it stuck in my head.
They,
I watched
they
Did they
last
get shit
did-
thrown at them?
They didn't play they couldn't finish the first song. The amount of piss that was thrown
yeah,
at
yeah,
them.
because it was obviously it was Daphne and Celeste. They were just literally a 2-piece,
Yeah.
It was pop music.
but
Yeah,
like
so it didn't
no
fit the
backing band or anything. So it's 2 girls on a stage
Yeah.
with nothing else.
And they
on.
were young as well.
Yeah, yeah.
They were like
they-
16, 17.
yeah.
And yeah, it was like
That's
relentless.
awful,
The
It
footage
was
of it.
fucking
Yeah.
insane.
I know
and-
him got piss bottled download like it was like 2006.
Yeah.
Good. Fuck them.
What do you mean?
That's what I said.
You
Said it
see
with
that
chest.
bit when the geezer gets Chad Kroger from Nickelback straight in the head.
Oh,
man.
really?
You never seen that?
Nah,
before?
nah.
It's beautiful.
There is that thing of like, because I've
Stop,
seen
man.
fucking
If you're throwing shit at people on stage,
Yeah,
you
that's
fucking
fucking
die.
Yeah, well,
bullshit.
I went to see.
Unless it's Nickelback, come on.
No, fuck that.
I went
No,
to see,
I'll
uh,
never throw anything
I went to see him at the
No,
Civic.
throw
obviously,
stuff at
years back.
Nickelback.
No, that's like someone coming into yours tattoo shop and throwing something at you. Like they're just trying to do their job, man.
I'm not in Nickelback though, so
Yeah, but you're also. What if someone thought you were a shit tattoo artist? Like you think Nickelback's a shit band?
yeah.
Someone just comes in and lobs a load of piss at you. It's not worth it, man.
When I went to see,
Fucking, I love you.
When I went to see him a few years back
I'm
at
just
this-
winding you up, but yeah, throw shit at Nickelback.
Don't throw shit at anyone.
Throw shit at Nickelback.
Throw
kids.
shit in the crowd. Don't throw it at the fucking.
No, fuck that. I don't want a fucking bottle of piss on my head.
No, but you're in the
Throw-
crowd. You signed up for that.
Throw
shit.
Can't get a word
something
in.
at the children of Nickelback members.
When I went to see him at the Civic a few years back,
Who?
him, that guy, him.
Yeah, sorry.
Like obviously, you know, like when people pass like water back and whatnot,
Yeah.
and somebody got one and threw it at Vivalo, and he stopped the set and was like, "You do realise there's electricals around here, and like you're throwing water and it's gonna fuck
Yeah,
up."
but water
like,
don't do fuck all, really.
No, but it's like-
Mate, allow that. That's
No, no, but it's
bullshit.
like-
Allow it.
That's a proper like. I
like
don't
if
want anyone
you're-
to throw things at me, so I'm just gonna make a fucking
But it's
make
like
you feel
if-
bad for it.
if we're
How
here
many times
playing
have you
and
ever heard
fuck
someone
up,
got electrocuted on stage because someone threw water at them or piss at them? It's never happened.
But still, if you're throwing shit at people
No.
while
The
they're
only
playing
thing
and
I
you're
can
there to see
remember-
them, like they're gonna have to stop
No,
the show.
at that
They're
point-
gonna continue.
I did music technology
Ki-
in it, and all they said was if you spill water on the shit, it don't matter because you can just stick it in rice and it'll dry out. If you
Remember-
spill Coke on it,
Can you remember
then
the-
you can't fix it.
Remember Spinal Tap on The Simpsons?
Yeah, yeah. But it's
Not
like flood-
playing on a
it's
bleeding
flooded.
splish splash
Yeah,
show.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah.
That was a beautiful.
I also
impression, by the
think
way.
people just fucking ain't ready for it, man. Like my headphones aren't working.
Feel my
You
pain,
get
bitch.
your shit thrown at. Just don't throw shit at the band that's
Yeah,
playing.
no, agreed.
Throw shit at your fellow
Don't-
crowd, mates.
Don't
Yeah.
throw it. No, honestly, fair play. Don't throw any shit on stage.
If you've got a load of beer and there's a hardcore band on,
Unless
lob
it's
it at the next
Nickelback.
person and
Unless
start
it's
a bit.
Unless it's
Yeah.
Nickelback, and
That's
then
fine.
bring things from home
That's fine,
to
yeah,
throw.
like legit. Only pissing bottles weeks before.
Yeah,
Bring
yeah.
that with you. But now the Alfie's out. It's just like fuck it, God. You can't talk shit about
Fuck
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
I really hate
There's a
them
video.
headphones, man.
There's a video of Faith No More playing when they supported Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
And obviously they're two very conflicting kinds of bands.
Very.
And Guns N' Roses fans did not take well to Faith No More.
Cunts.
So people started bottling them, and my pattern's just there goading them. Like
Yeah.
he's fully just like giving the crowd shit, so they're
Yeah.
throwing more and more, and it's like literally a sea of bottles being
Yeah.
thrown. Like
But
someone
I
threw
think
shoes.
I would
You
if
know what I
someone-
mean?
Nah.
I was like, you ain't getting me off this fucking stage. You better throw some at fucking ever.
I don't care about anyone. I can leave and go have a cigarette.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I don't care about you enough to throw anything.
You
like
better
that.
it's like
throw.
a football match though.
Yeah, it's like
you
you've paid to be here, so the joke's on you.
Yeah,
really,
dude. Like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, with football, I don't boo people. I don't boo a human being. It's not panto.
Oh, I do.
If it was me,
I've never
If
booed
Villa
in my
play
life.
West Brom, I'm booing every sub. that
I
you
don't
make.
fucking boo anyone.
If
I'm
it
a
was me-
grown ass man. Imagine
Yeah,
just
same, so
making
what?
that noise in your mouth is going boo at another human. Sounds so fucking ridiculous.
Oh, fuck
Wasn't
off,
the whole
mate.
shit
Who are
with
you?
the fucking Euros, weren't it? When I think was it when they're playing against like Italy or some shit, and then they were doing like the their national anthem, and everyone starts booing while
Booing
they're
it,
doing
yeah.
it, and it's like disrespect
Just
massively.
fucking
like,
loud
Well, it's not
booing.
disrespect
It's
at
a
all.
Booing
game
dumb.
though. It's a fucking game.
It's
and
fucking
it's
dumb.
just-
Imagine going to the bank and like doing something and then
How is
booing
booing a
someone.
national anthem disrespect, man? That's
No,
they
like,
should be encouraged.
I'm not saying fuck the national anthem part. I'm saying booing in general. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
go to a bank and then ask someone to do something. If they didn't do it right, boo them.
Yeah.
I would.
oh yeah, let's bring that back.
Just boo people.
Boo.
Yeah, yeah,
Shame.
Like,
Shame.
If someone was you tell
Look,
someone,
going Greg's going to get 2 vegan sausage rolls here. They're not very warm.
that's what I'm saying, man.
sick. That'd
Like,
be
if
sick.
someone was like,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
someone
yeah.
came and was like, I want a portrait, and you're like, I don't do portraits. Boo.
Can I have a Guinness? I was just changing the barrels.
That's what I mean. It's fucking dumb. Just stop booing.
I
In
think we should- I think
2022,
we should
we should
revitalise
bring
that.
back
No,
the- bring
booing
back the
needs
boo.
to end. It's not panto.
Bring
Stop
back the
fucking
boo.
booing people.
He's
Like-
behind you.
Yeah, like, you know what I
reckon-
mean? It's fucking
I reckon-
ridiculous.
Oh yes, it
not
is.
only should we start booing, we should start dressing up as ghosts,
Yeah,
getting on
definitely.
horses.
Then go and boo. I'm alright with that one. Wait, KKK.
You didn't get that,
No,
yeah.
no, as soon as I heard horses, I was
Yeah,
like, wait
yeah,
there. That's not ghosts. That's
God,
racist. Are the horses wearing sheets as well?
Can we boo racism though? Would
course
you
you
boo
can.
racism?
You can call it out without booing it.
Would you boo it though?
I wouldn't boo
I
racism.
seen
If
someone-
someone says something racist to me, I wouldn't be like, boo.
Yeah, I would,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, no, because you
Imagine,
won't it's like,
dude.
I'm bored of it now,
They'd
mate.
be like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I wouldn't boo racism.
Shock value.
I wouldn't boo racism.
Yeah, I would. I boo racism. Say something. Yeah, give the.
Say something racist.
Say something
yeah,
racist.
cool. Crack ass crack out. There you go.
Boo.
There
Do
we
you know
go.
where the word cracker came from?
No, go on.
So the word cracker came from
It's the whips, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's the sound of the whip making. So
Yeah,
the white
the
person
whip.
would whip the black
Oh, is it
slave,
really?
and
It's
it's
the
a
crack of the
cracker.
whip.
Do you know where the word honky tonk comes from?
No.
Oh no, I'll just give it up. Honky, racial term for a white person is a honky, but it's someone that enjoys honky tonk music.
I always
Yeah.
get told off by people because I always say like white people.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's racist. I'm
That's
like, how is
racist.
it? If you say I'm a brown person, it's not racist.
It's the
No,
observation.
but you're
It's
saying
observation.
you're like typical white people. So you're saying that.
typical brown person.
Yeah, if I was to say that, that'd be seen as quite
is
racist.
racist.
Yeah, it's racist.
Yeah, that's the same
Yeah,
as
so
someone
what
who
you're
said-
saying?
but it's okay to make fun of white people. That's not racist.
No, it isn't.
It is.
No, because it's a blanket. It's blanket, isn't it? So
It's
all
not a
racism.
blanket, dude. It's really a blanket.
Boo. Huh?
But yeah,
It
anyway.
really a blanket.
Anyway.
What you can say is you hate colonisation.
No more booing. No more booing.
I'm gonna boo racist.
In the same way, I said this before.
I wanna
to
boo you every time
like,
you're
imagine,
racist.
But imagine a football fan, a cliche football fan, right?
Yeah.
Imagine him going home to his missus and he's like, how's the game? Oh, mate, those lads weren't singing at all. Like, it's such a weird
Yeah.
complaint.
Yeah.
It's such a
I
weird
think- I
complaint.
just think
and
football fans can
booing's
fuck
the
off,
same. Like, you're a grown ass man, right? And you're going to boo another human being.
Every
Because
time.
he hasn't done the job that you want him to do as well as you want him to do it. So
Every
you're gonna
time,
boo him.
every time you say white people, I'm gonna boo you.
Okay, that's cool.
I think if
It's just my instant response from
fine,
now on.
yeah.
Boo,
What
fucking
I
white
would-
people. Boo.
I say expect, like if you were booing at a football match, whatever, like not booing at the players, booing at the fans on the other side to get a reaction of them back. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, but
it's like,
that's-
my team scored, fuck you, sort
They
of
don't
thing.
boo. They do that. They cheer them and swear at them and sing
But-
songs about them.
But it's not just that; it's to the fucking players doing their job.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly. Yeah, it's the
That's
players
what
the
I'm
one
saying,
that's
it's
scoring the
fucking
goals.
But like
don't.
that's like if you were to boo at a football game.
No, you
I'd
boo the
expect,
players.
I'd expect you were doing it to
No.
the fans. Like,
I've
fuck
never
you.
booed a
But-
player.
Dude, you
before in my
fucking
life.
boo the players because they're the ones doing the job. The
It's
fans
the
are the
job.
ones scoring
They're
the goals.
doing their job.
I
No, they're
don't
not,
know.
dude. They're fucking defending like shit. We've lost the past 3 games. You can fuck off, Steven Gerrard.
Good, give him a boo.
Oh no! Hashtag Gerard out.
I'm not Gerrard out.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Should we call it?
I think that's a lovely bit
Say-
to wrap it up
it
to.
is, yeah.
So,
I don't actually think we've lost the past 3 games. We definitely lost the last game though
Against Wolves.
against
we're
Wolves.
talking about football. Boo.
No more booing. No more booing. You're not thinking Simpsons where it was like they're saying boo or boo earns? I was saying boo earns.
Yeah, so that's episode 27
In the bag.
in the bag.
Who's
Uh,
first reserve?
Will.
Will.
Yeah, 'cause
Will can fuck off.
You're not here next week.
Because you're not here next
Just
week.
do a 3-piece, man.
Well, I said, Blathers is back and wants to come on, so.
Oh, well,
we can do
anyone.
Blathers.
You know what? Straight up though, our last 2 most viewed episodes are the 2 with Willie.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
says a lot,
because
doesn't it?
I think it's because we'll watch it over and over again.
Yeah, it's just Will.
Yeah, it might be like
Different YouTube accounts.
It might,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
might have been a coincidence, but
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's his.
If it peaks again,
Well, if you think
you're
about it,
out.
though, like,
it might be. It might be his old transport mates. Maybe I
I
don't
was
know.
going to
Yeah,
say like
fair.
friends of Will's
Yeah, yeah.
who don't watch it but watch
Yeah,
it because Will's in. It'd
because
be the
Will's
same
in it,
if we got like Hoo Ha on or
Yeah,
say
yeah,
Blabbers,
no,
like
no.
people
Yeah.
who don't watch
And
it.
it's
watch
easy
it.
to
there might
watch
be,
it one
there might
off and
be
it is
friends
watch
of
it
Will
week.
that
100%,
stuck on.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So
Yeah.
next week, I don't know who's going to be sat here. It might be Blabbers, might be Will.
Or it could be Hoo Ha.
It could be who if he has.
You don't want to do it.
No, I don't want
Is
to
it
do
not?
it. No.
Okay.
He's yeah, he doesn't want to do it.
But yeah,
Well,
thanks
fair
for
enough, fair
watching, and
Yeah,
we'll
bad.
see you next week, same time, same place, same bat channel.
Go touch someone with permission, though. I should stress that.
What the fuck? What ending of the pod?
That's how I'm ending it. Go touch someone.
Throw shit.
Go touch someone.
Nickelback.
Don't touch
Ask them
anyone.
first. Say, can I touch you? I didn't say it in a sexual way.
Can I touch you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's just creepy in
It could be
itself.
someone you know.
Nah, don't touch anyone.
Don't
Just
touch
fucking go
anyone.
and wank
Personal
and
space.
Have a nice
So
time.
hungry. Let's call it. I'm starving.
Bye.
Yeah,
Love you,
okay.
bye.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye.
Bye.
Concessions!